I'm back. You already know it's Little Lim in the building. Uncle Lim gonna be with y'all in a minute. We got a hot show, plenty of topics. We gonna get a little spicy. We gonna get a little tribute before the show start. You already know how we do. Listen, man, let's lock and load. Let's get involved. Hit that like and subscribe. You already know what it is. Fill it up. It's Dragon's Den, and welcome to another Saturday, episode 154. Let's go.
Yeah. It's him. You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. Wanna wait, drag and stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backslip. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech for you boys, but how you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you in your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn night forecast and 108 Dragons.
Finish him!
Shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
man. What the? Hold on. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Just want to wait Dragons TV. Dragons Den, and I got the crew with me, but I got a bastard with me too. We gonna get him set up. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. My man has entered the building. He is here. He is him. And with that being said, let me pop this dude up. No Diddy on the screen so y'all can see who I'm talking about. The legendary one, AKA the man who started the what? The crumb side. You already know what it is, man. It's my man, my brother, man, from another mother. It's my boy, Mr. Hondo 100. What up, bro? Oh, no, that's not a typical 100 intro. Oh, damn, I put you on the wrong one. Wow, disrespectful. Wow. Thought we was better than that. I thought we was better than that. That's why your Golden Globe head is matching your lights in your background. What's good, son? What you been playing? How you been doing? Matter of fact, what you been drinking? Okay. All right, man, let me shout out the members. And while I'm doing that, let the members scroll on the screen. Shout out to Spartan 661 with the 5 gifted memberships. Yo, facts, man. Appreciate that, bro. That is greatly, greatly appreciated. And you know what's crazy? The membership's gonna come in handy because we're gonna be at PAX. And I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff. Shout out to all the members you just saw. Appreciate you. He said mute. Who's muted? You can't just write a word and then expect us to... Oh, yeah, y'all are. Oops. No, he's right.
Oh, we can only hear you. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yo, okay, Hondo, what you been playing? I'm glad he said that quick. Thank you, IMAX. Thank you. Go ahead. What you been playing, Hondo? You a little clean. You going out later? You're a little sharp today. You going out there and play them hoes? Let me find
I'm an unrestricted free agent now, so shit. I'm an unrestricted free agent. Let's go.
Turn this damn light down. Sheesh. Goddamn thing brighter than Jesus' Bible. All right, that's better. What you been playing? You said
it's South of Midnight.
And South of Midnight.
And college football. I gotta play my Halo, but
Yeah, you know we do.
Gotta play my Halo. But other than that, I ain't really had time, I had to get my mental right, My mental was messed up for a minute, Just kicking back.
Let me say something to the chat. Yo, Game Shark. Slow your ass down. We gonna get to that topic. We gonna get there. But I'm gonna say some stuff about this community when we get to that topic, and I'm gonna say some crazy shit when we get to South of Midnight. I'm getting really tired of these pendejos out here. Facts. And of course, we got the surgical kingpin in here. When the doctor say, pass that scalp, he don't. He passed him the anesthesia. It's my man, Scrub Nurse. And don't let the quiet lick fool you. He'll pop your ass.
Yeah, we was just talking about that. But yeah, welcome everybody. Glad to have you here. Wherever you checking us out, we're glad that you're here. We got some good topics. We're gonna talk some games. We're gonna be a little bit messy, but we're gonna have some fun. Now, as far as this week playing games, I really hadn't had a chance to play much. My mom's been in the hospital the last 2 weeks, so been real crazy with that. Like we talked about last week, I played some South of Midnight. Hadn't finished it yet, but hopefully in the next day or two, I can go and knock that out. And then I plan on it, depending on how it is. I mean, everybody's sitting here watching. I might jump on some Call of Duty. So if y'all want to run some Call of Duty with me, hit me up. We're going to run some multiplayer. And if Twitch ain't acting funny like it was last night, I'll probably throw it up on the stream as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a good night. I'm ready for it.
Yo,
Let's
listen,
go.
shout out to Game Shark with the love for the mama. That's a fact, man. We appreciate y'all. First of all, we appreciate everybody.
Thank you
that
very
pulls up
much.
every goddamn week, man. Y'all focus. Yo, listen, man. This guy need no introduction. Who would need a who? I know. Who would need an introduction if they help Jesus make sandals? Facts. It's my man, Sir X-Man. He's the senior citizen on the block. He's the triple OG on the block. He's the battlefield vet on the block. He's the first person to play video games on the block. It's Sir X-Man.
Oh, and correction, I was the one that taught Jesus how to wear Stacey Adams in the 70s and early 80s.
No, Lord.
But now I've been doing good.
Man.
Me and my buddies been getting together and playing 2021
2020,
Pro
2042? Oh,
no,
bowling.
2000
Okay.
I played some Battlefield this week. But 2021 PBA bowling, because the first one in 2019 didn't have multiplayer. This one has multiplayer with your friends. And we've been having fun. It's like we setting up a community every Sunday to play in the afternoon. So we just enjoying it, man. And I played some South of Midnight, and I'm enjoying it. But a lot of my shows came on this week premiered, so I had to put that on hold. But I'm gonna get back to it because that's a very addictive and fun game. I don't care what people say. I like it, and I like the linearity of it. Everything one direction. You go where you're supposed to go, and enjoy it. That's what I like. And the story's good too. I'm telling y'all, the story's good.
Before I get into some sad things, lost my man, but I'm gonna get into that. I want y'all to give a nice applause and introduction and happy welcome to the 108 Dragons and to somebody in the chat, aka Miss Special. Puka Baby is in the building. Shout out to you. I didn't see you on Facebook last time, but I see you today, so I appreciate you. And shout out to the chat, man. Y'all amazing. Yo, listen, man. I've been playing some South of Midnight. Phenomenal game, man. The game is the lore is absolutely amazing.
Hey, stranger.
We're gonna get into that later. I've been playing a lot of Halo. And I fell off of Call of Duty this week because the new season started, so I'm gonna catch up and drop some bodies. You already know how I do on these streets. But listen, man, I got some shout out to this guy, always trolling me, man. Lloyd Metroid over there on Wise Old Gamer Show. Let me blow him up real quick. He hit me up yesterday, and I went on Wise Show. I ain't really do too many shows this week on other people's channels, but he saw me, and usually I wasn't my comical self, my energetic self, and he hit me on Twitter and said, Lemon, I noticed something was wrong with you yesterday. You all right? You know what I'm saying? Reach out, you know. He definitely gave me some kind words, and I told him, so I'm going to pull this up on the screen. One of my dudes I used to play ball for, Legend passed last week, man. He had a heart attack on the court, went into a coma. I lost 2 dudes on my job the same way. This is crazy. His wake was today. I couldn't go see him. Not like that. This dude was amazing, man. Mr. G Nice, Greg, Walk on Water, Washington. That's what he's called, Walk on Water, because this dude tried out for the 76ers. He was a great legend in New York, man. And just retired from the police department. So I was kind of, this week I was off. My aura, it was off. So it was crazy that Lloyd Metroid, he peeped that. So rest in peace, good brother, man. You're going to be sorely missed. Half the park legends out there including myself. Everybody's out there mourning. It's hit us kind of heavy. Then the week before, we had another guy on my job. Same love, just unexpectedly passed. So shout out to my boy G Nice, man. Played for the X-Men, played for many teams. Definitely taught me some moves on that professional level. Helped me with my professional basketball career. So appreciate this guy. You're gonna be missed, bro. And tomorrow we doing a big thing in my hood for him. So hopefully I'll post something. But appreciate you, Lloyd Metro, for shouting out. Appreciate you. So with that being said, let's get into some more. Let's get into the game and talk, man. Let me shout my brother out. I can't even. Let me see what this damn thing at.
Oh, Megatron is in the building.
Shout out to Megatron, man. My brother. We talked the other night for a long time too. Shout out to Megatron, man. That's my guy right there. That's my brother. We gonna fly out to Colombia, bro. I'm telling you, we gonna fly out.
No, tell the real story.
No,
you left me in. Tell me who you left me with. Tell the truth. Who you left me with? You supposed to go to the party. I ain't bother you. I took over that. I took that presence out of your life. I don't want to say his name, P-Lump.
Yo, we not.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, leave that alone, 100. That's my Pyro homie from Cali. You gotta excuse him because he's on Irish whiskey right now, so you gotta excuse my boys. But listen, man, let's keep it. Thank you, Game Shark. Thanks to everybody giving me those condolences, man. And shout out to him, G Nice and his fam. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into this real quick. PlayStation, I hate to say. You know, every generation, when you have a successful generation, this is what's crazy. And this is what's wrong with these companies. When they have a successful generation, they come back with some BS the next generation. Either it's a price gouge, they changed what made them successful that generation and just passed. But the canceling the shows, the not showing up to E3s, the not showing up to the PAXs, they announced a worldwide event for PlayStation. Now, me, I'm not one of those dudes that buy video games and buy the soundtrack and play that shit on my phone. I think that's kind of, I ain't never played a game, let me say, that I said, you know what, while I'm playing basketball, working out, I want to hear Final Fantasy soundtrack, NBA 2K soundtrack, Madden soundtrack. I've never been one of those guys, but I'm going to say this. For y'all people that was, and I knew this was gonna happen. I said they announced this concert. I said, listen, they're gonna cancel that. That's a fact. They're gonna cancel that because nobody cares. So, Hondo, we're gonna go with you, your PlayStation hating ass. He keeps it a buck.
PlayStation, what they do now? They do something every day. They don't go. What they don't go to events. Man, we've been knowing that for years. This ain't nothing.
But how did they cancel their own concerts? The worldwide.
Nobody don't go to that shit. My bad. We got a podcast on. Nobody goes to that. Nobody goes to that. They couldn't even sell not one out. And that's out here with me in LA. Nobody don't. I'm with you. I even have like you know how you get the super editions of games.
Right.
And they give you, I have the Indiana Jones. I got the what's called. I don't cut them on.
Right. I don't cut no video games.
I want to play the game rolling. You know what I'm saying? I don't go sit there and I don't go no Spotify to go. Let me get the NBA 2K. Let's go get that Mac. I don't do none of that.
Yo, listen. Let me say something. Let me give my boy Cognito some props.
Oh yeah, he goes strong.
And he be playing video game music in his headset. I'm like, you do that? It was like, man, I really be listening to gaming soundtrack. I said maybe I should be able to gift you.
I love the Halo sound. I love the Halo. Oh, but I'm not. It's not going to get me hyped up. I'm not going to be Kobe in the fourth quarter. Listen to Halo. No.
Facts.
It doesn't. I have my own little mix that I want to get charged up to. I don't need somebody to make me a playlist. We got too many streaming services and all that other stuff. I know if my boy Dog come on, it's gonna be Earth, Wind, and Fire. know what I'm saying?
Shout out the dog.
I'm in
man.
into the
Well,
enemy
yeah.
on them. You know what I'm saying? I know what I play. I got stuff, but nobody sit there. Oh man, they're canceling this. I don't care. Sony is restructuring. That's what they're doing, and it's tough times when you restructure. It's tough times. It's bad for them right now, and they got to
All
eat it.
right.
They got to take it.
I'm gonna turn Hondo down. Let me know when he talk again. Let me know if that's good, because that's him and that surface. I don't know.
I'm on the
I don't know
surface.
what to
I'm on my
tell-
phone. I'm not in.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the flip.
Well,
Yeah, I'm on the flip.
he flipping all y'all off
Yeah,
on the
I'm on.
flip.
Yeah, I'm on the flip. I'm on the fold.
Yeah, I can't wait to come out there and rock with my OG gangster, Mr.
Nobody
Dog.
rocking. No, I don't even want to see
That's
y'all.
my guy. That's my guy, man.
I dealt with these guys for
with my
years
pyros
and
out
years
there.
and years. I don't want
Volume
to see
good
y'all.
now. All right, Game Shark. Appreciate yo, listen, anytime in the chat, man, that on y'all end, I can't hear what y'all hear. I hear it in my head, but let me know if something's visually messed up or sound wise. You know, I'll take care of that real quick. Scrub, man.
Well,
They canceling opera concerts.
well, here's the thing. Their last E3, they had a concert that was about 30 minutes long of somebody playing a flute
Yeah, we was
and
there.
orchestra. So that kind of runs with what they do. Now, will I have plenty of games that I have the soundtrack to. Most of them I don't listen to, but I mean, Forza Horizon, most of those soundtracks are pretty good, especially because they made for racing, so they good when you're driving in the car. There's a bunch of them that I listen to, and they still bounce around in my head every now and then when I'm just walking down the street. But some of it is demand, whether people are going to go and feel the thing. But then it's also, you got to think how many tours and musicians go on tours and they cut the tour short. One, because they don't have enough audience capture or enough people going to a certain show in whatever city, country they go to. And second of all, a lot of times it's because they run out of money. They go, is it worth it spending this extra money to bring this crew of 100 people plus my 20-something dancers, plus all those musicians, choreography, light show, pyrotechnics, and fly that from New York to Sydney, Australia,
Plus
and
the
we
license
already
to
in the
play
red.
song at the show.
So some of that is money. When you got to cut back, you go, this is something easy we can get out, and we can make that money back up by putting Last of Us 1 and 2 together in a steel book and then selling that. And then maybe we'll get some of that money instead of doing a concert. But it is what it is. It's cost saving. I can see many people doing that as far as cutting it out. But I can also see in most people, especially most video game companies, not even announcing that because it's a waste of money. Folks don't really want to see it that bad. I mean, every now and every year, Star Wars Symphony comes to my hometown and they play, and it's a bunch of folks in there, but it ain't packed. It ain't sold out. But obviously,
as big as Star Wars is, it ain't sold out.
it
right?
ain't sold out. You know, we done had some of the biggest acts in the world come here. It ain't sold out all the time. So, it's cost saving. They need to save the money. That's all.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say, Sir X-Men, you go because you back. Did you route a thing?
Yeah, it straightened itself out. But
he borrowed the
it's like
battery
the
out of his
biggest
smoke alarm. And that's working.
The biggest gaming concert I ever seen that sold out no matter what city it goes to. And don't freak out, people, because it's the truth.
108 Dragons TV welcomes everyone.
Everyone gets packed every live concert.
How did I know that was coming, Scrub?
But it's the truth.
At least he didn't say Battlefield.
You know there'll never be a Call of Duty concert, so don't hate.
It ain't needed. It ain't needed.
It is a Call of Duty call. It is Call of Duty. You all them guns you hear around your house.
Thank you. That's the symphony.
I don't live in the hood. I haven't lived in the hood in like 20 years, dude.
Would you let him finish his point? Because he can be here all day if we don't let him finish. Go ahead, bro.
I'm not. My name ain't that other guy. Don't even try it. But when that Halo concert came to Chicago, when they ran it here and then they ran to New York and some other places, you couldn't even get a ticket.
Somebody talking to you in the chat.
I don't
by the
know.
way.
I don't know why. I ain't paying no attention. So I don't know why. Oh God, is that
a fresh cut? He comes straight from the barbershop.
He says your cam broken.
We in here.
Talk about the hood rat.
Oh, my other. All right, keep talking. Let me keep talking while I'm setting them up. No diddy.
Yeah. But,
we just raided y'all. Shout to my chat. What up?
Mario has concerts.
You get the rate them?
They sell out. But you know what?
Oh shit!
Nobody really cares like about the Last of Us music. They care about the game. That's the thing. And it's not known for music. It's known for Ellie and her mayhem, stuff in the game. But the iconic games, like Nintendo games, Halo, and certain other games, they're known for their music beyond the game. I don't know why you wanted to do a Last of Us concert in the first place. That's just waste of money and stupid. Now, God of War concert with the different types of music I have in it, that I can see. But not that game. I'm done.
Yeah, what up? What up, guys? I see y'all.
Okay. Big Cloud, man.
What? You hear me?
What were you on again? No, I was doing 100
PlayStation's canceling a symphony
concert.
I mean,
hey, my boy came in here fresh, got a brand new haircut.
That's what I'm saying. He must got somewhere to go. He must got somewhere to go.
Hey man,
he's IGN clean.
Hey man, listen, hey, listen. Big guy to life too.
IGN clean.
Shut your Take your damn medicine. Take your damn medicine.
I had to get you back from last
Take
week,
your damn medicine. Take your damn medicine. You ain't you when you want to take your damn medicine.
I'm just so fresh, so clean.
Ain't nobody dope as me.
So fresh is so clean.
Canceled, bro. Wow. So close.
Just let your soul go.
Hey, Lim, I got that fade and I'm ready to go, baby. I got that fade and I'm ready to go.
Lim, how that shit go? That'd be $8.
Hey, you give me $8 and say keep the
I ain't seen that in a while.
That motherfucker said this make it. That motherfucker said this make it nice and neat. Snip. That'd be $8. No, fucking. Okay,
Lord.
so they canceled the concert. Listen, I don't even care, brother. I could care less. I did not care about that damn music. I did not.
Me either.
I had no mental attachment to it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He
But
said
I'm gonna say
3
this.
bill. What up, big dog?
There's only. I'm a big movie buff, man. I love my collection over 2,500 movies deep, all Diddy, baby, all special. But I'm gonna say this. There's only 2 movies that I downloaded a track to. Tron Legacy.
Yes.
In the beginning, that beat was crazy. Got my surround sound sounding crazy. And Blade 1 Club Scene.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Confusion. Iconic song. That's the name of the song. It's called Confusion. That's the name of the song. That's all it is.
Getting the hell the fuck on. I'm sorry.
We're not gonna sleep on. We are not gonna slander. We're not gonna slander Blade 1.
New Jack Titty Town track. What about Boomerang soundtrack?
Jason's lyric soundtrack.
I love Tron, but I ain't sitting there downloading no Tron.
Hold on.
Almost famous soundtrack.
Not hold 100. Relax. Bring it down. I didn't say the soundtrack. I said the song. There's one beat in there that's crazy. Same thing with Blade. I didn't download the soundtrack. I only played that one club song. That beat is fire. I love beats, right? Yeah, I'm glad you was muted. We don't hear you. You need more people. But I'm just saying, listen, man, relax. I'm just telling you, 2 songs out of 2,500 plus movies. There's not one game. Because at the end of the day, 2K got all the music I want to hear in it. It's hip-hop music. It's good reggae music. You got some good club music. You got some Michael Jackson, some pop music. That's the only, but I don't want to buy the soundtrack because I own everything that they be playing anyway. But Blade and Tron Legacy was absolutely amazing. Just the one songs, not the whole. I don't know about the whole soundtrack. But anyway, man, I'm just saying I don't really care. But I want to talk about this, and I'm gonna go straight to Big Cloud.
Oh shit!
With this one.
Oh,
who's older, Game Pass or PlayStation services? Who is older?
Oh, he went there.
Who's older?
Oh, he went there. We know X-Men knows because back in his day, gaming was a nickel.
Yeah, which
that kid
at them 10-cent kaleidoscopes at the county
it's
fair.
Always been a quarter in the arcade. Don't even try that shit. and a quarter wasn't no joke. Now that shit like $2 to play a game in the arcade.
So X-Men, his first video game was tossing coins. You know what I'm saying? Playing pong, tossing coins.
Yeah, music. I'm with you with that. But the point is, what I'm asking, we know Game Pass came first, so it's the older product.
Mm-hmm. Just like voice chat came first.
Listen, I just want to put this on the screen. Why is Sony coming out after Game Pass and got more price hikes? Now, PlayStation Plus price increases confirmed for 15 countries by Sony, effective April 16th. That is 4 days from now. Now,
they haven't said the U.S. yet, but we know that's eventually going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to come.
It's going to come. Right. But I'm saying, like, we got 15 countries.
It's going to be the last one.
Your service is not a bad service, but it's nowhere near the best.
Hey, Scrub knows. You know what they're going to do, too, when they do the announcement for the U.S. price hike? They're going to do, like, a show. They probably going to show Wolverine or some shit like that and be like, yo, this is it.
Try to pacify people.
Right. That's exactly how they do it.
It's going to be little words at the bottom of the screen with an
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get
price increase. Price increase subject
we're going to get into
next
that later,
week.
There's another little word situation we going to talk about. But Big Cloud. Because I always read the fine print. That's how I don't be out here getting jerked. But Big Cloud, I don't get jerked. Not by companies.
Oh, no.
We're gonna leave it there.
As much as I love I love talking to developers. I love to see them be creative, make their games, bro. At the end of the day, I'm still a consumer. We all consumers at the end of the day, and it's like, dog, I ain't paying $90 for no fucking Zelda.
No. We're not doing that.
We ain't
gotta stay on topic because you be speeding along. I think you on speed. Remember that drug back in the day, Speed?
That's Keanu Reeves right there.
Hey,
you're
breathtaking. Him and our buddy Bloody be hanging out at the same place, man. Him and Bloody be hanging out at the same place.
Hold on. X-Men, you the last motherfucker to talk. You need to be on speed, you old bastard.
His heart can't take it.
Speed up.
He said his heart can't take it. That's out of pocket. Oh my God.
But listen, talk to me about these price hikes, bro. They hit the market with a price hike before Game Pass did. I said, wait. Your service is not good enough to be raising prices.
No shit.
Beating Game Pass to the price hike first?
Are y'all surprised?
I'm gonna stay out of this because I got smoke. I'm gonna stay out of this.
They literally have conditioned motherfuckers to accept price hikes since the beginning of this generation. We started off with games going from 60 to fucking 70. Dudes made excuses for it. What they say, the quality was gonna make up for it. Games have dropped buggy, broken, unpolished. Motherfuckers have come out with less content or cut content. Now we're going to 80.
No. Hold on.
We're on our way. We on our way to 80.
We can't do that because, like Nintendo said, it's by case basis. We are not setting the standard,
which means every case.
Every case with Nintendo.
But let me say this. I'm gonna keep it official. They can't get people to buy games for $40 today. If every company tries that shit, the market's gonna crash. That's not gonna fly. Nobody can get away with that shit on an everyday basis.
I don't know.
Unless you got Game Pass.
Game. I don't know, man. There's one game.
Hold on. No, I'm not saying certain games could do it.
No. I'm gonna say. You know GTA. You already know GTA is about to go 100. They about to go to 100.
But listen,
they're gonna be 150.
Yeah, that's $100.
Everybody working GTA work.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So you try that with a fucking indie game. Go to fucking $50 with an indie game and watch what happens. That shit gonna be indie shelved. Let's be factual. Everybody can't do that shit Nintendo doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
These companies cannot risk that. Listen, for like I said, I don't know if you was here that day, Bit. It's like, look, Call of Duty, Madden, and fucking 2K, FIFA, they get away with that $100 and something version.
Yep.
But look what we talking about. We talking about top tier. Yep. Average game the average game today can't come out at 70. That shit don't work.
But why you guys are surprised?
No, we're not.
Nintendo games don't even go. They barely go on sale.
They never go on sale.
First 40 titles.
They never go on sale.
Xenoblade is still $70.
But guess what? They had $90 games back in the 90s.
Yeah.
This ain't new. But anyway, let's get into this PlayStation Plus increase. No. And how you feeling, bro?
I like
you ready to fork out that dollar?
First of all,
or you
okay, so PSN going up. The only time I ever fucking bought
That's less haircuts for you. That's less haircuts.
Shit.
And you look clean, by the way. Your mama's proud of you.
Oh Lord. No, no comment on that one. I'm just gonna Reese. That's what you said.
That's my son.
You know the fucked up part of it? That was my aunt. My aunt was like, "There's my nephew." Like, oh fuck! Oh. I walk right by. I was like, "Fuck that." I walk right by.
Yeah, we all got that one.
We do.
Auntie, uncle,
that,
somebody
bro.
That
always be in your grill. Always be in your grill. Got a call.
This boy sharp as hell. I love my nephew. Get that boy some greens. Shout out to the chat, man. I see you. Remake Station 5. That is disrespectful. With the pink shit. He got the pink shit emoji. I don't even know where you found that at. Wow.
No, man. Listen, they want to up the price of PS Plus. Listen, if you're gonna up the price of PS Plus, I need actual I don't know, better games monthly. You know how you be doing the free games from them? I'm gonna need those. Happening. I'm gonna need fucking I don't know.
Wait, hold up. You didn't like the Cowabunga collection? Because I got that one. I'm happy I got that because I wasn't paying for it.
Here's the thing though. That was before the price hike.
Yeah.
Now, would you say that's acceptable with the price hike? See, that's the question. And you would say no. And that's why I'm like,
I would say no.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be more bang for your buck if you up in the price for shit. The thing is, there ain't going to be. It's going to be the same like shit you probably didn't even want to buy to begin with. Now, Hogwarts, getting that for free is cool. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But I bought it already.
I bought that day one. You know what I'm saying? Right, I was all in. I even got the PS4 version. I could play that right now. I mean, I haven't platinumed it. I might go and redo that shit. But
what year did Hogwarts come out?
2024 or 23?
Or
2.
2 or 3.
I think it was. It was a minute ago. But no.
2.
You said 2?
It's still a great game. It's a big, huge AAA title that sold like 30 million copies.
Arguably one of the best games.
They sold 30 million copies.
Generation.
Everybody bought it already.
Damn.
Yeah, you're petty. You petty. You see, I'm petty. They see I'm petty, and he does that, but he ain't lying though.
Yeah, I nicknamed myself last week Petty Murphy, but he might have took the title.
Yeah, he ain't lying there.
He might have took the title with that one.
Continue,
bro.
I'm just saying.
It sold 30 million, and a lot of that was on PlayStation. So it's like, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Yeah, most of it was on PlayStation. That's the biggest fan base.
They showed out for that fucking game. Crazy.
Yeah.
But price increases, like, again, I can't get behind this shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I can't get behind this shit. Like, I haven't renewed my PS Plus at all. The only time I ever do get PS Plus is like I'll pay the monthly thing. Like, I'll buy like 10, I'm talking about the $10 joint just to get for 30 days, and I might either try out something, or in this case, I
transfer your
games.
saves over to the next
bullshit
console.
too. That's another bullshit too.
That's the
it's the only time I've used it.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit too.
Well, I got a problem because on God of War 2018, I'm back in the beginning. I haven't started my favorite game yet.
Yeah.
Because I had so much work in that game, and that transfer saves over from PS4 burned me. So they can kiss my ass. But I definitely, I pay on a month-by-month basis like a crackhead.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to give you a whole year because I don't see a whole year worth of good shit.
I don't play multiplayer on it.
I don't
waste of
either,
time
but
for
I'll
me.
pay for it. It's kind of me too, but I don't even know why I'm paying for it. Let me just say that.
No, I did it for.
I know why I'm paying for it. I know why I'm paying for it. I'm game sharing.
You're paying for security. You're not paying for games. You're paying for security, but they security still messed up.
You calling that security? You need to stop.
No,
you need to take several. You need to take several. You need to take several seats, and you think that's security. Take several
comment in the chat. Let me get this comment.
What's up?
First of all, Yobi, you have my cell phone. You didn't have to text that here. You're my personal friend. You're my brother.
Shout out to
your
Yobi.
swag. Let me tell you something.
A
lot of people had a problem transferring certain games, cloud save wise.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a problem with a lot of my games that I transferred over, but my favorite game, it said it non-existent.
Damn.
Well, some had problems too because they didn't realize they needed it.
But I'm telling him,
to transfer
I have a problem
it over.
with every game, not every game,
mm-hmm.
but my favorite game, I had a problem with. I didn't really care about the other stuff. I was like, God was my favorite game.
I feel that.
And that hurt me because I was fighting Valkyries, trying to eliminate them on the hardest difficulty, and now I got to start over. I'm kind of deflated, bro.
Yeah,
I'm serious. Like that deflated me.
The motherfuckers ain't no joke.
Any game I would have platinum. I don't have a bunch of platinums like my man Big Cloud and goddamn PK, but I wanted to platinum God of War and then hurt my feelings that all my shit is gone. So that's why I brought it up. I ain't say all my games. I didn't say this service was trash. I just said the game that I cared about was out the window.
To put it in layman's term, Iman, basically when he fired up his console,
right? That's wild.
All he heard was, "It's so hard to say goodbye,
to yesterday."
Get out your lighter.
That's all he heard.
Yeah, I'm still mad. As long as that game is, I haven't started it again. I bought Ragnarok. I'm still pissed, bro. The Milner edition. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, you did. Man. You did buy that fucking hammer. Yeah, you did buy that.
Yo, it hurt my feelings. I'm like, I gotta start over.
No, it don't hurt his feelings. He chose to do it. You wanted to be with the big. You wanted to be up there with the big boys. That's what you get. That's what you get. You want to show off. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Wow.
I put this way. I do achievements, but I'm not an achievement whore.
No,
a platinum don't mean that you're a better gamer.
I told you so. Won't you just say that? Make it work.
I did tell you so. I did.
Listen, and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that whole situation?
I said, yeah.
Yo, Stanley, don't be laughing at him. This dude is a clown. Listen,
I got this beer in here. I'm gonna go pick it up from GameStop. I called my homie. Let's go. Let's get it.
I don't even know what that damn thing is.
You don't even know what the damn thing is.
I got so much shit.
It's somewhere around here.
He's a hoarder. He's a
'Cause
hoarder.
he always-
He's a hoarder of electronics.
He always put it
He
on
definitely-
screen.
Yeah,
I
he
told you.
definitely- Hey,
I'm
yo.
gonna knock you upside your fucking head with this
Hey,
one.
yo,
You
hey,
keep talking.
hey, yo.
You keep making my
That
day
is-
worse. I
that-
swear to God.
That is the definition of a damn hoarder. He had to look top, bottom, left, right to find that shit.
Yo, I got mad.
You a
mad
damn hoarder.
statues back
You
here.
a damn hoarder.
Yo,
You got too much shit.
I got Agent 47 from Agent 14
Hitman.
from
Hitman,
No,
yeah.
no, not Hitman. Apex Legends.
No,
The
God.
sniper dude, the shoot. I got them all. I got everything. I
Yo,
got
speaking of
elephants.
collector's edition, you better show out for that 007 game from IO Interactive. I hope you show out. I want that. I can't. Man, look. Better go off for
Nah.
that. You better,
I'm
dog.
double. I'm done. Listen, man. Let me
All
get
right.
this super chat about Game Shark. Wow.
$5 super chat.
$5 super chat for my boy Game Shark. Listen, man. It's so hard to say goodbye to the end of the road when down on bended knees.
On one sweet day.
On one
Oh,
sweet day.
God.
Shout out Mariah Carey.
Shout out to you, Game Shark.
Boys
Man.
to
I
men.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. But listen, man, I'm not petty, man. What I'm saying is certain games, my fucking Rezo gun transferred over.
Yeah, that one. Oh,
But I didn't care.
let's say that's not really
I
a
didn't
fucking
care.
plus. Who the fuck?
Right? I didn't care. My God of War, I put hours and hours. It was crazy. But anyway, man.
That's because the damn party game anyway.
Yo, Hondo, man, I'm gonna go to you on this. I know you hate PlayStation, but the PlayStation price increase, how you feeling?
He day one.
They did it a couple of months ago. Ain't nothing new. Why are people surprised? They hurt no money because people don't buy their games. They gotta make some money somehow. They gotta recoup. They gotta recoup their revenue, their profits. They have none.
I told y'all he was smart. I told y'all, no matter what he say, he's a smart dude.
They gotta recruit.
He's
They
a
gotta do
smart
something.
guy.
They canceled the show because they need their money back. They ain't taking this money that y'all be thinking is make believe money that y'all be hearing from these other wannabe YouTubers, gaming YouTubers that don't play no games, that do 35 videos a day. No.
Oh God, shots
Oh,
fired.
wow.
Ouch, shots
Wow.
fired.
No, it's
Okay.
business, and people. And see, that's the difference between us and them. We know about business, and they don't.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's why I don't go to spaces no more. I'm tired of listening to idiots who play games
I
and
get
think they
invited
know
all the
about
time.
gaming.
I try to go in. I can't stay there
Yo,
no more than a
Big
minute.
Cloud,
It's
I'm
so
done.
toxic. It's a bunch of non.
You got a
I'm not
bunch
going to
of
call
dudes
them
that know
idiots.
a
They
lot of shit from their living
non-information. It's a
room.
bunch of followers.
It's definitely from their living room.
If Lemon
Yo,
Tail,
yo, they act like they
It's
in the
6
board
hours
meeting and
long.
shit. Like, come on.
yeah, because Lemon tell somebody
Paris,
this. If Lemon say,
Paris,
"Hey,
you're not an idiot. You're
Yeah.
just surrounded by him.
yeah, you man,
We all are.
Man.
I made a
Dude,
comment
right
on
there.
I made a comment on Twitter. Paris hit me back and was like, a lot of people on this platform got problems.
they some antidepressants.
Yo, listen.
What up,
Yo,
Paris?
listen. I'm gonna get to this later, but I was in a marathon live chat and I said these are the most angriest motherfuckers on the planet. They don't like nothing. But anyway, man,
We didn't want that.
problems.
We don't want that. But y'all want multiplayer. But we don't want that.
Yo, listen. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold
We
it.
don't want that. But we want multiplayer.
Y'all be thinking when I'm looking up, like I said, I just when Lemon hit me, I just was getting up. I was drinking. No, I was having fun last night.
We're like
But
Sir X,
I
man. We don't
looked at
know
the
what we want.
marathon thing. I said I was looking at the marathon. That's why I'm looking. I'm trying to give the best.
Yo.
Oh, Stanley Francois.
I'm gonna leave that
Oh, he
alone.
right.
You bring it up.
Those spaces take longer than Haitian church to the end.
Oh man, a Baptist church.
Yo, y'all out of pocket.
Man, you go in
dead.
those places, they
Y'all out
close
of
the
pocket.
door. They close the door.
And
You
you got
get that $40 million
you got the peace
fee.
offering. You got the choir offering. You got the new
Y'all out of
building
pocket.
fund.
That they
Then,
never fixed the air conditioner yet.
Y'all out of pocket. I can't. Y'all out of pocket.
Hey, and I'm a preacher
Y'all out of
son. I've been in, my uncle church. He got a building fund.
Y'all out
That
of
air conditioner
pocket.
still ain't
Oh
fixed.
my God. I can't
Yo,
today.
listen.
Y'all out of
Yo,
pocket.
Scrub,
It's
Scrub,
pastor anniversary.
The first lady sister anniversary.
You pulling
The
up in a
mistress
Volkswagen Beetle,
anniversary.
you pulling up in a
The
Phantom.
pastor that's sleeping with the choir director anniversary. Let's
Wow.
go.
Wow. All right, listen.
The pastor sleeping
listen.
with Lemon's cousin,
listen.
and it's a man anniversary. Let's go.
All right. Follow the yellow brick road. Come on.
Go ahead, bro. Let's talk about this PlayStation price increase so we can keep pushing, man.
This is gonna be forever in the thing. People want money. They're gonna charge more and more. Look, prices hadn't gone down since COVID. The only company in this whole entire world that did not raise their prices during or after COVID was Arizona Tea. It's still 99 cents wherever you go.
At Dollar General,
not in New York.
Not anymore.
It's still
25.
It's still 99 cents down here.
Me too.
But anyway, but that might be your mayor because y'all got them sugar tax and all that stuff for y'all drinks and big gulps. So. But anyway, let me stop.
When we get to South America, I'm gonna have some jokes on your squad down there too.
Hey, it's whatever. It's whatever. But as far as price hike, everybody do it. Netflix do it. Every streaming service you got every 5 minutes.
You gonna get a price hike from Sony, bro? Yo, they came out after
because they keep
raise their price first.
They keep paying.
How you raise your price first? You didn't even get your foundation settled. When people say, "Yo, this is a good service," you raise your price, and I said, "Wait a minute,
they keep paying. They keep paying. Listen,
it only went up by $2. That's it.
They pay the price.
What it went up? How you raise the price about a service that's better than yours?
Because they keep paying.
You raised it first.
You're not buying the game, so we got to charge it to your card that you don't pay attention to every month. We'll add extra $3
They gonna get that money.
to that since you ain't buying those extra games. That's the easiest way. How many folks got they gym membership that they started from 3 years ago at Planet Fitness and they still ain't cancel it?
Bruh.
That's $10 a month.
Yo, Game Shot, I'm gonna put you on you right timeout.
Yeah.
He said you pay for PlayStation Plus, but there's no plus.
It don't bother me because I don't play multiplayer games on PlayStation. The second they made games cross-gen. Yeah.
Yo, listen, I play for PlayStation. I don't even know why. Oh, my saves. And I game
I know
share,
why.
so
nobody knows why.
But he got to say, I got PlayStation Plus. I can talk about it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow. You gonna violate me?
Yeah, yes.
I'm a gamer.
Hey, yo, pause.
You gonna violate me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna call the P. Diddy police.
I don't know nothing about P. Diddy.
You gonna violate my rights?
You ain't got no rights.
Anyway,
the way we going in this country.
You know what? We're gonna move on.
You ain't lying there.
I didn't get my throw down.
I know I was. Hold on, let me finish. I'm hosting.
Well,
So X-Men, touch on this so we can go. I got you.
Somebody throw some WD-40 on him. He moving too slow.
Tin Man.
Threw that shit on your new hairstyle.
No, he ain't drunk his Ovaltine today.
Yo, my boy is looking clean. Don't be a hater. I'm light skinned, and me and 100 is the only two light skinned dudes. If somebody be hating, it don't be us. Anyway, continue.
You know what they do on Big Cloud?
Why you not on camera? Why you not on camera?
I am on camera.
No, you're not.
I'm on camera.
Yes,
he just not on YouTube camera screen, but he on camera.
All right, you keep talking. Yeah, he done did some BS over there. Let me fix his old head. Continue.
They threw that soul glow on Big Cloud's head. They spray down the side.
you need that with WD-40 so you can move.
Oh shit!
Gotcha, boy.
He called
you bro. Don't hate.
He called him Tin Man. Gotta get them.
Tin Man.
Get them with germs.
Stupid.
Hey, so X-Men said this here with
your camera's not on, bro.
This camera's on.
It's on.
No, your stream's probably behind on your YouTube.
Not in OBS.
Oh,
that's that dude's internet.
It said YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Internet said,
all be pissed.
My man
put him on screen.
My man said Sir X-Men so old, YouTube blocked his video. That's crazy.
No, I'm just too smart, so they didn't want nobody to hear what I had.
Can you get to the comment?
Go ahead, Big Dog. Take it away.
Big Cloud, quick question. How
What's
much
up?
is your premium service for PlayStation?
Well,
Monthly.
0 right now. But
You don't pay for it.
But when
how
I
much
did,
is the
but when I
mo-
did,
how
when
much
I
is the
did, you talking about for the basic? 'Cause I did the $10
No, he said
No, the
He said
premium. The
premium.
premium.
Oh, the ultimate. Shit. I think it's like 120 for the year.
No,
Per
go
month.
monthly. Go
Per
by
month.
monthly. Go monthly. It's like $20.
Oh, I got you. Hold on.
$18.99 plus tax.
Yeah, something like that.
And what does that really give you?
Shit.
No, but hold on. No,
It gives you
we
cloud
No, I'm making a
saves.
point. I'm making a
It
point.
give you cloud.
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you what it gives you. I know off the straight of the bat because I didn't want to do it. You can stream PlayStation 3 games.
Yep.
Okay.
And
You
cloud
can play
saves. That's
PlayStation
two.
1 and 2 cloud saves,
Mm-hmm.
and you get your monthly stuff. And it's really about the streaming with them.
And your
with
free
that extra
drops.
service.
Free games they drop
No,
in now.
but that's in other
That came
categories.
even
But
before.
with the major one, it's really streaming the PlayStation 3 games.
Yep.
Playing the classic games, and cloud playing.
So
it.
just what
The
Nintendo
saves.
just did. You pay extra money to play the old Nintendo games.
Yep.
Well, hold on. Nintendo different.
And a controller that only works on your
That's a
stream
paywall
game.
thing. But hold on, let me finish. Let me
Nintendo was
say my
already
point
doing it
about.
already.
Hold
People
on,
didn't know that.
Nintendo.
They was already doing it already.
But they was
But that's
doing that
$30 a
already.
month. I mean, that's $30 a year. So I can accept the
it's
$30 a year.
$20 a year for the basic.
Yes.
Yep.
The other one is for family plan is 32 to 35. It depends on what read you in. So
Right.
you still
We talking about $32 a year?
No, but I'm talking about for the family plan.
For a family plan. It's like
For the
30.
fam-
bad.
I'm just
Man,
giving the
anybody
numbers
get
out,
mad.
bro.
Hey, y'all know you already know that's just gonna go up too with Nintendo.
Yep.
For sure.
But,
It's gonna go up.
but listen,
Nintendo
even if it
about
went up to $50,
Huh?
right? Even if it went up to $50 a year
Mm-hmm.
for a family plan, that's still a bargain compared to everybody else.
I mean, whether it's
Actually, it
50 for
is.
the basic and then it goes higher for the family.
Until you have to pay
$50 for the
to
basic,
talk.
it's
No.
still a better deal than
This one,
anybody's
no.
giving.
Listen, what I'm saying. It goes to $50 for the base, just to use the voice chat, the cross game chat, and then you pay more than 50 for the family plan.
Okay,
Yep.
let me do this
That's
to you,
the
no
question.
Diddy. Let me do this to you, no Diddy. You can't talk on the Xbox without being online and paying for it.
No,
Hold on.
yes, you can.
No, you
Yes,
cannot.
you can.
Yes, you can.
No,
You can
you
get on your
cannot.
phone and
Yes,
talk
you
for
can.
free, and you can get on the PC
No,
and talk for
I
free.
said Xbox. I
That's
didn't say
Xbox.
other.
That's an Xbox.
Yes, you can.
Everything's an
That's
Xbox.
Xbox.
Bullshit.
Nah,
Your
he got a point
PC
there.
an Xbox. Your phone
Yo,
is an
listen,
Xbox.
Nah,
No,
Hey, you
excuse
forgot
This
I work for a law
me.
is
firm.
an
I'm a
Xbox.
If
hey,
you-
yeah,
no,
I'm a
listen,
borderline. I'm a borderline ghetto attorney. I'm a street
This
attorney.
is an Xbox.
Yeah,
This is an Xbox.
Xbox.
I know that's not what we doing here.
Your
This is
forehead
an
is the
Xbox.
I
Hey,
know
hey,
that's
Lim.
Yo, listen.
Hey, Lim, you
Nah,
like my
we
new
not
series?
doing
You like
that.
my new Series X?
Yeah, this is an Xbox.
Yo, listen. I know we not doing that.
What
If
you
This is
mean?
an Xbox.
Why you hating?
This is
Hold on,
this
hold on.
Xbox.
Lim, don't be hating on my Series X, boy. This my Series
Yo,
X. Don't hate on my.
Mhm.
Don't
Yo,
hate on my
listen.
Series X.
Listen,
Don't hate on my
we
Series
not-
X.
Yo, listen, we're not going to pretend that if you have an Xbox, you can chat online. Because remember, silver and gold.
Yeah, you
silver,
could.
you can have an account.
Your live
you can
try to
have-
basic features. Yeah, I remember.
right,
that. Yeah.
and then you had to have gold to chat.
Didn't they
Let's
get rid of
not-
that?
No,
They-
that's
they-
only no.
Didn't
That's
they get
only
rid of
for
that?
party chat. But if you want to invite somebody into a private chat, even still to this day, you can still do that with the silver
Mhm.
account. The
I feel
silver
like you
account
can do
still
that.
exists.
Can you
Mhm.
do game chat?
Yeah, you can't
He
do no
didn't say
game chat.
he didn't say a
I
private
don't
chat.
game-
He said
I don't game
No,
chat.
no,
I said
I'm a game chat.
private.
I know.
Listen,
Private
nope,
chat.
Nope,
Yes, you
we're
can.
not gonna get in here and fraud the public.
No.
You cannot do goddamn game chat. You
My
cannot
talking about
talk
game
into-
chat.
My friends
No,
had silver
you
accounts and that
cannot
no,
talk in
not
Call of Duty
not
if
in
you
a
can't even-
party. You're thinking Call of Duty. We're talking about
Excuse me,
just
you can't
personal
talk in Battlefield
conversation in
either.
a game.
that's not what
Yo,
he's
you're not
talking
gonna
about,
get-
Sir
yo,
X, man.
we
That's
are
not what he's
gonna
talking
get in
about.
here and try to run around the fucking answer. We are not gonna fraud the public.
I'm
You
not
played
trying
it-
to-
You do not pay for Xbox Live. You do
All-
not have game chat.
All you need
Period.
is your email attached to Microsoft.
One dude told
Then
me
you
yesterday-
can
Not
go
for
in
game
private
chat.
But what about
One-on-one, not in
Discord?
game. I'm not talking about game chat. I'm
We
talking
are
about
talking about
private
game
I
chat.
said game
We
chat.
are
Do
talking
not
about
try
game
to
chat.
change the narrative to fit what you talking about.
I'm not trying to
I'm
change
the
the
host,
narrative.
and I
You
said
said you could
game
not
chat.
talk
I
on
said game
Xbox
chat.
with other people.
Game chat.
He said
Yeah,
game
that happened
chat.
last week. I heard this
Game
shit happen
chat.
last
How
week.
about
Damn,
this?
see?
We all got
Let's
cell phones.
de-escalate.
Listen,
Let's de-escalate.
we all,
Speak the big word. Let's de-escalate right now.
no.
Let's
Let's not.
de-escalate.
Let's not. If you got a cell phone, WhatsApp is free, right? Am I right? WhatsApp free.
Yeah.
People in the chat, WhatsApp free.
Yep.
Don't pay your fucking cell phone. Let's see how free it is.
Oh my God!
You can jump on your internet and use WhatsApp. Yeah, you can jump on the public internet and use WhatsApp. Come on, you know I got counters over counters over counters.
Hold on. No, ain't no counters. But you're paying for your internet, right?
You can go use the public internet. You can go to
use
Starbucks
somebody
and use
else's
WhatsApp.
internet.
You can go to government internet.
At the end of the day,
you can go use your neighbor internet.
Somebody has to pay for something. Somebody got to pay for something for you to be online.
Well, said, yo,
If you
X-Men.
don't have a PSN Plus account, you cannot talk online in games. Period. We're not gonna get in here and pretend like
I barely talk online in games now. Why are you so angry?
What
so angry right now, D?
You try to give me the small print. We're
Why
not
you
doing
so
small
angry,
print.
D?
Didn't specify.
No, because y'all
You
full of
did not
shit.
specify.
He did. He said game chat.
Why you know? I'm not even. I don't even have a fight in the games. I don't really give to.
No, I have friends that only have silver accounts. They never.
He said game chat. Game chat.
Show me one. Show me one.
I don't know. No, that's between you and Sir X-Man. I ain't got nothing to do with that one, G.
Cozy did last night and say third-party games sell on Nintendo. Prove it.
Game chat.
Third-party games don't sell on Nintendo. What are you talking about?
Right, they don't. And she tried to tell me they do.
Why
but she couldn't prove it.
Well, you must be talking about this service.
You're not listening. You're not listening. 100. Stay focused.
Game chat.
Talk about the stuff. We talking about the service plan. I gotta keep you focused.
You know what? Anyway, y'all in here frauding in public. Y'all so much up Xbox ass. All you do is shit.
I didn't talk about. I ain't say neither one of y'all was wrong or right.
I'm not wrong.
You wrong and right.
I'm not.
Period.
I mean, so turn up your hearing aid.
You're wrong and right. Period. You're right.
It is bullshit.
Damn.
They trying to sugarcoat the facts. If you
I'm
don't
not
pay
sugarcoating.
online, you don't talk
You and
online.
Sir X-Men are going at it. I'm being the mediator and say, let's come on and
You know,
talking
you
about
being
it.
a fucking meathead.
I am one. I can at least admit
Anyway,
it.
man.
So
Anyway.
you never talked to a friend that didn't have the
Game
phone
chat.
out on Xbox Live, but had
I'm all right, Sir X, but I'm gonna give limited. Hang on, I'm gonna give this. Hang on.
And you bring them in our party chat.
I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. I say my Game Pass or my Xbox Live, I didn't pay for it, right? They'll give me about 2 or 3 weeks before they'll cut me off.
Yup, that's a fact. That's a fact.
It'll be like 2 or 3
you
weeks.
Don't pay your bill.
They'll sit there and send your email or to the email that you don't use anymore. That's one thing I give about Xbox. I gotta use that Yahoo account that I never even go into.
Sometimes you gotta know when to backpedal. Stop talking.
I'm not backpedaling. I'm not backpedaling. I know people that have silver accounts to this day, and I have to go into just.
Sir X-Man, you barely can see. You got glaucoma in your eye. You know what I'm saying?
I can't take them into game party chats. I cannot take them in the game party.
Why are we abusing the elderly? What are we doing?
Nah, because I talk facts, and I told Sir
No,
we're not gonna do
we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna
wave the flag of no system. We gonna tell the truth.
No, we're not gonna get canceled.
We're not if you don't pay for it.
We're not about to get canceled for abusing the elderly.
Why can people play Fortnite without having
Fortnite is a listen. They talk on Switch in Fortnite.
That's true.
They can when Microsoft giving them online for Halo for free.
Yeah, listen.
The Halo Infinite for free. And
they go talk. You know what they gonna talk on Discord? You know what they gonna do? They won't. You know a lot of people that's cheap. They gonna jump on Discord.
Hey, Day Rizzy, don't talk about bifocals. I got bifocals, damn it. Hold on.
You don't got bifocals. Your glasses do not look like old ass Coke bottles.
That's because I pay extra money to blend it in.
Yeah, listen, man, let's move on.
But back to the Sony price thing, since somebody wants to just go all nuts.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you do that, non-Sony owner.
Oh, Lord.
Petty
And
like
because,
50 cents.
Because of this
I'm
price hike,
Petty
I got
Murphy.
a reason to be a non-Sony owner right now.
But no, I
Man,
don't.
watch your mouth. You know what? I'll
I play
allow.
PlayStation VR.
How you gonna How you gonna up the price?
Nah.
Now, I'm gonna be real for everybody. How you gonna up your service when the last time you upped your service, you had a lot of people left your premium service? Oh, what was it like? Almost half of the people left last time they did the hike. Now you're gonna up it again when you haven't showed no consistency in games. What's the point? And don't try to blame that shit on the tariffs. That subscriptions have nothing to do with the tariff. Nothing.
Nah.
Yep.
We're gonna talk about that later.
And we got digital games. Digital games are not affected by tariffs. So there's still no reason for this price hike. But I know
they'll make an excuse for it.
I'm sure they're gonna try to blame that shit on tariffs.
They customers don't buy their first-party titles. That's why I'm getting The Last of Us another again.
The best way to get your title. The best way for you to get your titles in the service.
They want to see Ellie kiss another girl again. You know what I'm saying?
People to buy your titles. Put them in. Some of them in your service day one.
I gotta get me another Sony dude in here. These two are the worst.
Huh?
Jesus.
You got be on here.
Okay.
I'm sleeping.
Okay. Yo, listen, man.
There's no reason to up this price. There was no reason. Just
there
like
was
there was
no reason
to up the
I
console.
think they just being greedy. But let's get to another point, man. These goddamn tariffs, man, is crazy. It looks like Sony's going up 104%, and and China went up 125%.
Yep.
This is what I try to explain to my girl Becky with the good hair.
That was 140. I thought they went up higher.
Yeah, 145.
You know what I'm saying? It's 145. They just raised it now again.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I'm gonna say this. I don't do politics here. We don't really do politics on none of our channels or none of our spaces or anything like that. But I'm gonna say this. When you start messing with gaming, a topic I love, I don't care about your tariffs. I don't care about your opinions. I don't care about what you're trying to bring back to America. Listen, world trade is what makes the world go round. Every country needs something that another country don't have or have the resources to provide to other places.
Shout out to the tourism bros. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah, that's that.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, man. The Switch got delayed because of these tariffs. Donald Trump postponed it for 90 days. Thank God, because the pre-orders go up in May. Thank you. So it's gonna work out for us. Everywhere but the North American continent, not America. That's Canada and America, okay?
And Mexico.
Yes, and Mexico. I'm going to say this, man. It's good that this got postponed. I hate when government officials get involved with the simplicity of things that brings enjoyment to us. I don't really like the FTC, not because of the ABK deal. I think they be doing too much, not thinking about the public and more
their own pockets. Yeah.
Right. What they think we should have. Like, listen, we watch movies where the government take over and dictate. Anybody seen Equilibrium? Okay? Classic movie, perfect situation. So, with that being said, with these tariffs being on hold, Mr. 100, Hondo, I know you buy a lot of things. Your son gonna be on deck like, yo, he a grown man. You still spoil him like a baby. How you feeling about these tariffs being on hold? And will the tariffs...
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't give two.
You don't care?
I don't care.
More money
a lot
for
of you guys, people want to use this tariffs, and they didn't know what a tariff was until a couple of months ago.
We talk about us on
They
this
didn't know.
podcast.
I'm gonna put that. I don't care. I ain't getting on no Nintendo Switch. I don't even care about a Switch. It wasn't. They ain't high.
See, if you didn't let me finish,
people gotta understand.
it wasn't about you because you gave away a Switch.
As a consumer, as a gamer, it's things that we need to worry about and we need to not to worry about. Nintendo is doing it because they got backlash, and now they want to use that tariff stuff.
Yeah, it was already $450 before the tariff thing.
Yeah, no. But I don't know. No.
$450.
But hold on. Yes.
Look at the $450.
Yes.
And you know what?
The system is
And I'm
$450.
gonna say this too. If you want to spend the $450, That's your money. I'm not telling nobody how to spend their money.
But you're gonna spend it.
Yeah, huh? I'm not spending no. I'm not
Your
spending
son
no Switch.
you didn't let me finish my point. Your son gonna ask you for it.
No,
and
he's
you
not.
gonna
He's a
give it to
PC
him.
head.
Oh, you think nephew Switch?
Yeah. He
Switch,
PC, Xbox, PC. I spent $1,500.
I don't know, bro. You know how kids are.
Mario Brothers
Yeah,
on,
he
on PC.
He gave me remember the Switch I bought him? He gave it back to me.
Hold on, 100.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And you gave it away. That's
hold
fact.
on, 100. But here's
That's
the
a
thing,
fact.
though. You know how kids
That's
be
a fact.
when other kids be in the
He's not a kid. He's
circle.
19 years old.
He's
He
not
ain't
a
a
kid.
kid.
Oh, well,
19.
shit. Never mind.
Yeah, Hondo.
I don't care. My daughter 22. She's still my kid, my baby. I don't care.
But she's a young lady. She's a young lady. We're talking about young men, and we're talking about the young YNs that we got now. They think on a whole different frequency that we come from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Switch, they know
All right.
God is on the Glock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let me go to my man, Smooth Daddy Killer. Don't look around. I'm talking to you, Scrub. How you feel about the situation? Do you think it's going to affect the price in the long run, or do you think they're going to make an adjustment, or being that they got that 90-day grace period, will it keep the prices the same?
No, because here's the thing. Ever since January, at the beginning of the month, there will be tariffs. And then when the beginning of the month happens, it gets pulled back every time. So now we just had a set of tariffs that was supposed to start on Monday, gets pulled back, give it 90 days.
Right.
I guarantee when this 90 days gets, there might be some more tariffs announced, and then they keep getting pulled back. That's why the stock market is just going crazy, up and down, up and down.
No stability, no stability.
Yep.
So Switch has already said we're going to hold off and see what this stuff is going to do. Even with the volatility of the markets and everything else, it's going to be just like COVID. Even if not that many people are going to know what the tariffs affect, because there's carve outs for all of these tariffs. If you're making chips like NVIDIA or TSMC, then it doesn't affect you, or certain cars and all that stuff. Everybody doesn't know all of that.
You know
stuff.
why though? Because PCs are essential for work. That's
correct.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, but how many people know that other than people like us who use stuff like that? So
facts.
They're going to raise the price, and it doesn't matter if the tariffs ever get added. It's just like with COVID.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff during COVID time,
you sell high.
They rose the prices because it was supply and demand. The supply chains were all jacked up, so they didn't know when the next roll of toilet paper is going to get here. So we're going to charge you extra $5. Once COVID died down, they said, "Oh, world pandemic is over with." Did those prices go back down? Nope.
No,
never, and it ain't go back down.
They didn't make no adjustment. Facts.
The prices from now on, and then what Nintendo
Moving
and everybody
forward.
else is going to say, yesterday prices ain't today prices.
That's facts.
So $70 games are now 80 and 90. And just like when PlayStation, Sony went to $70 games, everybody jumped in too. I know Sony wasn't the first ones, but Nintendo, when they start
standard.
Right. When Nintendo started doing 80 and 90, especially on games that don't even have a game on the cartridge, it's just a key to get you to the game to download to your system.
Hold on. That is false.
I said for some. I ain't say for all of them.
No. That is not true.
We talked about this last week.
Right. Remember, I showed this. I showed.
And I watched the video, and they said it.
No, listen.
Okay, then we'll just block that out. Then forget I said it.
Right.
Strike that from the record.
That eliminates the cartridge, because the cartridge is a memory card. To download that to a system defeats the purpose of a cartridge. And
well, explain these. That's blank disc, and then you download.
That's disc. Cartridge work is a memory card. It's different. It's like a SSD.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
No, continue.
Either way, when folks start going 80 and 90, and we know these Nintendo games are going to sell because it's a new Switch, and just because Nintendo nostalgia and the fanboys.
I'm buying a system with the game.
Right.
Continue.
They're gonna buy it. So when folks see that, just when like PlayStation said, "Hey, what do you guys think about the Switch?" It wasn't because they was interested in the Switch. They wanted to see if the folks gonna say, "I'm gonna buy it anyway."
Price.
Once
right.
folks say, "I'm gonna buy it anyway,"
Right.
what PlayStation gonna do? They're gonna
That's what we
go
talked
up.
about. Yep.
And
Yep.
then
They're
when
gonna try
Philly
to match
Spence,
it.
when Philly
They
Spence,
waited 20 years for Discord. They paying for
yeah.
it.
When Philly Spence and Sarah Bond and Matt Booty
A
up there
bootleg Discord.
smiling and saying we for the players, and Satya go, hey, raise them prices, bro. Guess what what Microsoft gonna do? Prices gonna go up too. So just the way of the world is gonna go up regardless of the
Switch. Are you getting a Switch?
No.
Well, you ain't getting it. I'm gonna go to you next bit. Hold on.
What I need to get it for? Ain't nothing to play.
No.
I want to play Mario Kart.
Okay.
Nintendo, this is what I do give D when he said this.
Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and then past that.
I grew up with Nintendo, but Nintendo ain't grew up with me.
But I love a lot of Nintendo shit. I showed my collection yesterday on Wild Show.
I tried to think Metroid. I thought Metroid was going to try to get me to get it. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
It looks like a regular Switch game.
Metroid look good though. I ain't gonna lie.
Metroid looks fire.
It looks great, but we're showing off. We're showing off mouse and keyboard.
Hold on, before I go to you, before you start, hold on. You was done. Scrub.
Yeah. I'm done.
All right. Let me say this. Not only did these tariffs hit hard, or supposed to hit hard, China strike back and saying we're not even gonna play your movies here. And you know a lot of these Marvel movies is big in China.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling about that whole situation, Mr. Big Cloud? Because you're the man of information in the building. That's big. That's a blow. China got a lot of people there.
China, India, all them over there.
So with that being said, it was tit for tat, but yeah, that might not work out for the United States in the movie market. So besides video gaming, how did you feel about that whole situation? You next, sir, X-Men. Get your thoughts together.
X-Men sleep. He loading right now. He's loading.
He got to take his proactive. He got to go get a. He got to go.
No,
get
I don't care about Nintendo, so y'all can skip it.
All right, that makes sense.
All right, so we was really talking about the tariffs, but okay.
All right, so everything going up like was 140%, etc. Listen, even before, like I said before, even before the tariffs even came into question, Nintendo knew they were going to sell the Switch at $450, so that was a really big deal. I already talked about it with y'all. I thought the Switch is for what they improved hardware-wise. It's not a bad pricing for it, but we add tariffs to it, and this shit possibly going up. That's a problem. Then that's a problem for sure.
Yeah, that's a problem. It's PS5 Pro price.
Yeah, no, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it at that point. And especially with the lackluster features, you know. And I already got into it with a few people about it on social media, like dudes saying like we don't need achievements and and all this stuff. Like, oh, we went 20 years without this type of evolution, but they're damage controlling this lackluster voice chat that we're getting. And
folks who don't have anything always complain that they don't need it.
But here's the wild part. Let's say Nintendo didn't give you the voice chat this generation. They would have said, we didn't need that neither. Right. That's the weirdest thing about it.
If they didn't, I wouldn't be looking to buy it.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing about it. That's just how weird the Nintendo group is over the situation. It's insane because it's hard to get excited for this shit. Games possibly going to $80 to now $90. Like if you look, it's crazy. It's just not it. And I already said it at the start of this generation because this is the only generation where game prices have steadily gone up as opposed to going down. And you're still getting games even on higher prices that are incomplete, buggy, and unoptimized. I don't really see what's the point in a lot of this shit. I just don't.
Okay.
And they're digital. They're not hard copies.
Physical. Here's the thing. Physical media been on its way out the door, right? But now it's like it's been steamrolled now at this point. Like dudes are paying like crazy prices for statues, and you're getting these collector's edition type of cases, right?
With no game.
But there's no disc. You're getting a code for a disc. Made no sense.
Unlike y'all, I prefer the code because I game share.
I mean, that's you, but
which is fine, but at least have the steel book in there.
Well, you know what that does, though. But you know what that does.
No. You do get the steel book, but you do. I don't know when the last time y'all pre-ordered. When you pre-order, some companies have a hard copy.
Yeah, they have an option. Mm-hmm.
And you have an option for digital. I pick digital.
Keyword some. Not all. Not all.
That's why I specified that.
Keyword.
Because when I see a game that's digital, that's hard copy only, I get mad. Because now I know I game share and I buy this collector's edition. That collector's edition got to be worth it because now I got to buy the game because I game share with somebody who buy games like me.
Yep.
Right? So if I say, yo, I'm getting this game, let's just say it's the Avatar game. Right?
Yeah.
They had 2 versions. I forgot that I bought that version and I said, yo, Wise, I'm gonna give you the hard copy.
Yeah.
But I forgot it was digital. No, I said I'm gonna give you the digital because my daughter's godfather, Mini-Me, who knows 100, he bought the digital because he couldn't wait till I got the collectors to play the game. Right?
Yep.
He didn't want to wait the 2 days because it took 2 days extra to get here. So I get that point, but if they're gonna have a digital life and a hard copy situation, I think you got to give options, and every company does it.
See, that's the thing. I with you on options because it gives people that flexibility. But the thing is, by the time we get into PS6, there ain't gonna be no option. There ain't gonna be no disc drive. I don't see it. I don't see no option.
But there's no reason to.
Yeah, I don't see.
And
I don't
plus,
see
with
them doing
game sharing, you really spend half the money if you got somebody who really plays games. My daughter's godfather buys games I buy.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to
split it in
adopt.
half.
I think that's going to be the future of the consoles anyway. They're going to adopt what Steam's doing with their family plan type. I can see them adopting something like that down the road. Just make it easier on them in a sense, like a group of like 3 or 4. It won't be as extensive as Steam. I think you could do up to like 7 people on Steam, something like that.
Well, Microsoft been saying they gonna put it out and they ain't done it yet. Remember when they said that?
Yeah, I think that's something they gotta work like heavy into the into their infrastructure to get that done. But I do think that's
easy to do. Yeah. They trying to find a financial spot.
Well, like bundle, like sell it.
Yeah,
like I can see it. Like
it's
a
not
feature.
hard to add people to your plan.
You know what? You don't even have to say family plan. You just say, hey, game sharing. You don't have to say family.
But they got
they already got game sharing
now. But they
started
it.
They started the game sharing, but this is more of like a group, like kind of like a Discord.
You remember game sharing on PS4?
Yep.
It was horrible. You play at a different frame rate.
Yep.
I mean, a different resolution. It was crazy. Now PS5 is just like 360 was. What game they caught up. But let's move on, man. I want to talk about something that's crazy. I'm gonna go to you first, Sir X-Men, since you don't care about Nintendo. So I'm gonna bring you right in on this. The Minecraft movie is doing astronomical numbers. Now, the Minecraft game is comprised of not just young people, it's generations of people. It is the top-selling game in the history of gaming. But this is what's crazy. This is the catch. People are going to movie theaters hearing phrases out from the game in the movie and destroying the movie theater, throwing popcorn, wilding out, throwing shit at the screen, kicking each other, having slam fights. So I'm going to go straight to you. This is not a Microsoft thing. Microsoft is going to benefit from this because they bought Mojang for $2 billion and people thought they was crazy. But that was the first biggest deal in gaming when they bought Mojang. And was it $1 or $2 billion? Somebody help me out in the chat. Yeah. Did Microsoft buy them for $1 or $2 billion? I know it was the biggest at the time ever. So
$2 billion.
I thought it was 2, but I'll look it up
that's
for
what I
sure.
thought it was. But I'm gonna say this: Minecraft movie, Mr. Jack Black, Jason Momoa,
pass.
Got these dudes. Now I'm gonna watch the movie because I watch all movies. If I could watch Uncharted, I could watch anything.
You brave.
Oh, no, not Uncharted.
You
if
brave.
I could watch Monster Hunter.
You brave.
Oh God.
2.5 billion.
You know,
Billy
just
with a
say
B.
you watch. Just say you watch Dragon Ball Z, the live action.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, 108. Can help you out? You start watching the movie. It's called Movie Cap on YouTube. It'll save a lot of your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? I need to get involved.
Yeah, it'll save a lot of your time. Some of it will buy you to go watch the whole series of
but I
movies.
wanted to make sure. We try to talk facts here. But let me say this. Let me go.
You
I'm
guys
going to
supposed to be
Sir
a
X-Men. I'm gonna go to Sir X-Men. Microsoft is making a ton of money on this movie. Bitch, I don't care about their money. They trillionaires, and who gives a damn? But what the fuck is up with the fans tearing up the movie theaters? Because what in Minecraft? What did you see? A pig honk? Like, what are y'all doing? They're tearing up movie theaters for Minecraft, bro. This is not a Batman movie. This is not a John Wick movie game. This is fucking Minecraft. Minecraft is a slow-paced building game. It don't warrant that activity. Talk to me.
Minecraft has story games too, but let me break this down.
I know it does.
Let me break this down.
Minecraft Legends. It's about Minecraft.
My son is 26 now. He was starting Minecraft when he was at the age of 15. He's been streaming Minecraft ever since he was 18 when I let him do it. He has hundreds of viewers every weekend. Minecraft is still, and I keep telling people, the number one game. It is still the number one game played worldwide. I said it is.
So you saying your son got more subscribers and viewers than you?
I don't stream as much as my son. My son is it's a Minecraft thing.
Yeah, it's a joke. You don't have to explain it. It's a joke.
I know it's a joke. Hondo, but
that's why we say WD-40.
But now there are people in their 40s that stream and play Minecraft. It's ridiculous.
But they make money off of it.
Oh, I know. So you got them plus kids playing Minecraft. Even these newer ones in the gaming. What are they getting? Minecraft and Roblox. But Minecraft has been on the top on all systems and PCs forever as far as the most known and renowned game. So
the top selling game in the history of gaming.
I know. Higher than Grand Theft Auto. And
that's facts, the Beer Bear. That's facts.
Yeah. And you wonder why you had so many people in the shows and theater. And that's not going to stop for a while. So for those who think Minecraft wasn't going to make no money, you're not into gaming because you don't know the facts of how big Minecraft is.
Minecraft got more adults than kids.
It's an easy explanation for this.
I never understood the appeal of it. I really didn't.
I don't know. I tried to play it for a little while.
Hey, Bit,
three-quarter
thing. I'm with you on that. I don't.
I never understood.
I don't understand you digging. But my son showed me some stuff on the 4th of July. He was like, I think he was like 13.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here, and now he was like, "Pops, watch this." And he was following this guy. This guy made a big dragon out of TNT.
Dude,
and shot it with an arrow and blew everything up. He had a million views.
Let him finish, Sir X-Men. Let him finish.
He had a million views. It shocked me.
Yeah,
I've seen.
But I said he took it. But think about it. You got to understand. Look at the time he had to sit there and build all that together.
Yeah, dudes were showing me they was making the little Pokemon arenas, shit like that. People were making that.
Make anything in
they were showing. I'm like, damn, the dedication obviously is there for people for sure.
When I saw somebody make a life full size, you can go in there of the Enterprise Class D.
Yes.
The one that's next generation. You can walk to everywhere if you can get up there to the starship.
I seen somebody make the Trojan horse.
Everywhere. I mean, it was full size. You could go to the engine.
You know what's crazy? Y'all making me think of y'all making me think of that game that Sony had, which they don't talk about no more. But y'all remember Dreams? Remember how dudes was making all that crazy shit. They was making
ass Peter Molyneux. Lying ass Peter Molyneux just sell you that dream. He said you a dream.
Hey, actually, no, he wasn't. He wasn't lying. No, dudes, the thing is about
he was advanced. The technology wasn't what he needed
I've
to
been
go.
up with Paul Molyneux sits black and white.
Yeah, no.
Know what
But
I'm
that
saying?
I
that
heard
shit was insane.
Minecraft had over the Minecraft movie. By the end of that first weekend, they had almost. But the first day they had 30 million people go to see that.
No,
they
the
had
first
100.
3 days they had
136
150
million.
Oh, it went up. Oh,
150
damn.
million. And it's listen, but you gotta realize Minecraft started on PC, and it was an adult game, right? The history of that game, it was basically people who was getting back into nostalgia. It was pixelated.
It's been out 15 years.
Right. And the adults made it pop on PC. And when it hit the kids, that's why that and Roblox really popped, because Roblox said, yo, we need to make something comparable to that.
Y'all know what this movie gonna real quick. I wouldn't done real quick. You know what this movie's gonna do? That's gonna make more people get into Minecraft. You know who pocket that going to?
I don't think that.
I ain't trying to get into Minecraft.
Yo, listen.
I'm not trying to get into Minecraft, but a lot of new gamers might
go
check it out.
I don't think there's no new gamers in Minecraft, bro.
No, they got the Minecraft.
They're born every day.
Mario.
I think they got their.
Mario.
Think about this.
They're born every day.
There are people that's gonna go with their kids.
I get what you're saying, bro.
And realize
but they got like a billion people playing that. Literally.
No more than a billion. It's way more.
It doesn't matter what it is.
On any streaming service, this is a top 10.
But think about it for people that there were people. Remember when Fallout came out? That made more people go play Fallout. So what do you think that's going to happen? But what do you think can happen to people that
think about it? People on Fallout had a bad. People was claiming about Fallout 76. It was broke. They had a bad.
Oh, they went right on and played that sucker. They
had a bad stigma about it. This is different. Minecraft never had a bad stigma about it.
Nah, yo, listen, Minecraft, I don't think they can find nobody who don't know about Minecraft, bro.
My nieces and nephews upstairs right now.
Yes, there is.
They're playing Minecraft.
They gotta be like at 0.5% because Minecraft got a
I'll explain it.
Playing Minecraft.
Okay, so we gonna go to you next. Explain it, please. Talk to me.
I'll explain it.
Then
One thing,
move on after this.
The movie making money because nostalgia. So you got the parents who have kids who playing the game, and then they have nostalgia for it. Plus, you got the kids with the YouTubers and the influence of it. That's why it's making the money. There will always be new Minecraft players, and it will add. Minecraft will never lose an audience because this is the thing: a person dies about every 22 seconds. Somebody dies. A person is born every 11 seconds, so that's double. Who plays Minecraft more than anybody? Children.
No.
Bro. Yeah, but you're having adults that are.
It's kind of mixed. My bad.
Listen,
my bad.
This is why there are adults that grow out of video games. Period. After a certain age, sometimes it don't matter. It don't matter what game they play. They get married. Stuff happens. Change their life. They get new hobbies. They go away. But you got double amount coming behind. What are all these children given when they first get enough time to be? The parents want them to be busy. They give them a tablet. They playing Roblox. They playing Minecraft. Minecraft is an easy game for them to get on and just do what they want to. Plays on anything. They will never lose numbers because you have so many children that step right in.
Adopting it.
Right. The marketing for this
generations. Keep coming.
You got 8-year-olds.
But hang on. But if you think about Minecraft, it's actually teaching you how to be an architect.
And it teaches you imagination.
You're building your own story.
It definitely strokes the brain. It definitely strokes the brain, man. But listen, we got to keep it pushing, man, because we got other topics.
No,
that's very important.
Marketing that's going to be insane, though, especially like they did for the Batman.
Thank you, Big Cloud.
No, but you remember what the Batman helmet like popcorn thing they were doing for the Batman? Yeah, I can see them doing that for Minecraft.
You know what's crazy? Bit?
What's up?
I'm a big movie buff, bro. I go to the movie day one to get these fucking buckets.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, look at this.
You go to matinees.
But them buckets be too small for me. I need that large. I need that large popcorn.
I mean, they're not really meant for like really, they're just there for collectors. That's why they're small. They're not really big. Yeah,
Wakanda forever.
Of course. Yeah.
All right then. Look. You see that? This is big. I got a big ass.
No,
head.
but that's the old school ones. The ones with the Batman head and Dreadpool head and Wolverine head.
Yeah, those are a little smaller.
And they charge you more.
I get it. But you see, this how much I'm a movie buff. I don't just be
right.
talking.
Can I ask you a question? But hey, can I ask you one question?
What?
Can you move on? Can you take that shit when you die? With you?
What the fuck?
When people talk about I need this physical, all this and all this, I got this and that. I'm buying it collector's edition. I'm not buying it because I can't take it with me when I die.
But 100, you collect a lot of shit. I'm not gonna put you on. I'm not gonna do you dirty. I'm not gonna put your business out there.
You can't take that Irish whiskey with you.
And if I don't use it, I give it away.
How many headphones you got?
Shit, man! You can't tell my business. I got a Chinese company that sponsor me, man. Why you telling my business? Why you telling my business? That's my business.
You know what's crazy, chat? You know what's crazy, chat? He be trying to get at people, but I've been to his house. He got some shit.
Nah.
He be pulling up.
Hang on. Hang on. I can tell on myself. Hang on. I can tell on myself what I just bought last week.
Raycons, all right.
Oh, you know what you
I'm
hold
just
on.
messing.
First of all, how a dude don't go nowhere and got a closet full of thousands and thousands of clothes with tags on it. You want me to keep blowing you up?
They tell my business.
All right, then shut your ass up and let me get on with my show. Now,
you crash out on my show, I'm gonna crash out on you.
Yeah, I'm a crash.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that P lump shit was crazy.
Yeah, that G14 classified. D said what's up. D hit me up on Xbox. He said what's up.
This will be my last topic because I got to dip in a little bit. So
all right, so we're gonna get straight.
You gotta go on that date.
I appreciate you.
Eyes are good.
We gonna get straight to Last of Us.
All right.
Last of Us season 3 is renewed, but there's no third game renewed. Not only is it not a third game renewed, they dropping another version to people they think should sell for $109.99. And look, people, I'm gonna show you this first. Hold on. Here go the game. Last of Us Complete Edition, PlayStation 5, $109.99. But this is the bullshit. This is the bullshit right here.
It's not even the complete edition. You don't have factions. So how is this complete?
Now, hold on. Let me finish. Now, this is what you get in the new version of the same shit you already purchased.
A thank you letter.
But at the bottom in small print, you get a thank you letter from Neil Druckmann.
That's how you know he up his own ass. We said my autograph is worth $100.
Now listen.
A stamp, but it's not even physical. It's a stamp autograph.
But hold on, let me finish.
He on that Joanna man?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Let me get to my point here. Let me get to my point, man. Now I'm gonna say this. I love video game icons.
He ain't no icon, though. He ain't no damn icon. Not Neil.
He is on for PlayStation.
Yeah, he
yes,
is.
He is. We can't do that, bro.
No.
Okay,
I'm fucking with you. He is icon. You know what I'm saying? But the way he hyping himself up, he ain't like.
But I'm gonna say this. I went to the New York City Game Awards. Me, Iron Lords, hip hop. We having a good time. We outside. We really do the shit that people pretend to do on Twitter. We outside. Neil Druckmann in the building. Everybody taking pictures with him. Cognito goes, swear to my daughter dropped that. Cognito goes, yo, let him take a picture with him. I said, I don't need a picture, I need a conversation. So I pick his brain about some things. I see where he wants to take the series. He's not greenlit to take the series in the conversation that we had. This is why I tell you, stop looking at people's subscribers and pay attention to people that put in that real work. Facts. It's a great dude, great visionary. Definitely one of the gangster content creators and developers and whatever you else you want to call them in the business. Awesome. But now we have this. You're gonna greenlit a third season without having a third game? Now, what I was told behind the scenes.
Well, they split it up. So
hold on, right,
yeah,
right.
That's how
I was
did it.
going there.
Yeah,
they split up the second game into 2 goddamn seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So now, Big Cloud, this your last topic. Make it good.
I mean, first, okay. At seeing that snippet of one particular episode, I don't know how early is that clip is, but I think y'all already know what I'm talking about. When she's like, "I'm immune." I have no interest in watching this damn show. They're gonna laugh and walk away. I have no interest in watching this shit. Like, listen, I thought they did a good job with season 1, but I will still stand by what I said, by what I'm saying now. I think Bella Ramsey, she's a good actress. I've been a fan of her since I don't know if y'all watch Game of Thrones, but I've been a big fan.
She was great in there.
Game of Thrones. But I really think she was the most biggest miscast as Ellie. And honestly, I kind of feel the same thing about Pedro Pascal. I don't really see either of them as Ellie and Joel. You know what I'm saying? I see more of Hugh Jackman playing Logan in Logan. You know what I mean? As a good fit for Joel than Pedro Pascal. I see
plus he's a better actor.
Oh hell yeah, way better actor.
Which means he costs more.
Yeah, more. He funny thing, he looks just like Joel. If you watch Logan and you look at Joel on the cover, you can literally say that's fucking Joel. That's what he looks like him. Out of all the casting they did for season 2, or I guess part 2 of the game, you know, all the characters don't even look like the damn characters. Like not everybody looks like, you know, their counterpart, which is so odd. It's just an odd situation, but it is what it is. If you can look past that, sure, and just look at what they're doing and the actors, I just don't feel it at all. And keep in mind too, you know, the chick they got to play Abby.
I think she was the closest one. I think she was the closest one.
She was the closest one in the face for sure. But keep in mind, people were acting weird. Like, okay, how are they going to make her look jacked? I was like, dog, they're not going to do that. What they're going to do is probably say that she's a former track star. Yeah, like former track star who's running a lot. You know what I mean? Probably just toned. She's not going to be buff and jacked up.
They're going to shoot her from down low to make her look bigger.
Yeah, but you got to understand this. It's hard. A video game application to a game. People trash Halo. I'm a Halo guy.
Yeah.
They got mad. We didn't see. The thing about it is with The Last of Us, I give it the same thing. It's not going to be the same as the game. I don't expect if Abby girlfriend was ended up being black, I wouldn't care. I'm looking at the show. I'm looking at the show instead of looking at the video game. You can even say that you can make it in another universe. What Halo do? They said this is not the video game universe. They told you up front. They didn't want to accept it. And I think Sony should have said it. This is a different universe. Don't go off the game because some things that works in games don't work in movies.
Yeah, my thing is this, and I think you would agree. Like, if you're gonna say it's a 1-to-1, or if it's like if it's taking inspiration completely from a game, at least take the source material and actually do it proper. You know what I mean? Based on what it's already been established as. You know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with you adding new elements because that right there can be, you know what I mean, put into sequels if the vision is there. But a lot of stuff they did with the show just didn't make sense. Like old girl getting kissed by a clicker. I'll never understand.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand what we're doing here. You know, I thought that was weird. You got.
Can I say this to you, Big Cloud?
Good.
I don't like the show.
No, I mean, listen, what they did.
But I like the show. I did like it.
Hold on. You got to ask me why though.
Yeah, no.
Before anybody jump out the window, you got to say, Lemon, why you didn't like the show? Because there's a reason, and it's. Really
I got a question, real quick. Lemon, how'd you like the show?
I'm gonna tell you why I ain't like the show. The first 2 episodes was watching the cutscenes from the game, piece for piece.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, they handled that pretty well.
But you didn't learn anything.
I know.
They didn't add anything.
There was no origins.
They didn't build it. There was no origins. They didn't build nothing. You see why I liked Halo?
Yeah, you would think they would do like 28 days later type approach, right? Like scientists working on it. Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been
what
cool.
I tell people when I criticize that game, I spend the money big time on the game. because I love the game. I got every part of collectibles you could imagine. So when I watched the show, I said, "What the fuck? That's just the cutscenes from the fucking the game."
Well, they did start a basis from
until until episode 3, and nobody talks about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the greatest episode? Almost
5.
But 1 was also a great one too.
No, it was
just
the
listen.
cutscenes, bro. Go ahead.
I know that, but a lot of it's not made for people who play the game. But then 2, this will tell you how it's not for the people who played the game, because the intro started out with the scientist who gave you an idea about what the cordyceps could do and what could happen to the world. So beginning of the first episode was giving you world building, not character building.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. You announce a Resident Evil movie, a Sonic movie. Who's the first person to buy the ticket? A fucking casual or the people that follow the game?
Hardcore fan. But
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You announce motherfucking Last of Us.
Here's your problem. Finish what you're saying, and I'm gonna show you why you're wrong.
I could be wrong. I'm just saying my opinion.
Just come to me when you finish.
If somebody say, "Oh, they making a Last of Us video game TV show," you don't hear the casual that watch fucking name something on fucking HBO Max. Even though I have
the Penguin,
Games of Thrones,
right? The Penguin, right?
Yeah, the Penguin.
Nobody
goes.
The
Penguin. I don't like the ending.
Oh shit! I'm gonna watch that. They don't even know what Last of Us is. The first people to support a game
was definitely
movie
the fans, though. Yeah,
or TV show is the fans. So when I watch it, I didn't say it was bad. I said I wasn't impressed because I know Last of Us like I know the Blade movie. I could word for word the cutscenes.
Right.
That is my second favorite game on PlayStation. So when I watched the show, I said, that was just the fucking cutscenes.
Yeah.
That's all I said.
You knew certain things.
I just knew what was gonna happen next.
But there was other scenes though, like they did in the show that obviously I knew they weren't gonna do a shot for shot. Like remember when Joel falls off the balcony, gets impaled? Like I knew they weren't gonna do that because that was gonna be a little too hard to pull off. So I knew they weren't gonna do that. But at least show like the tape recorder joint. Remember when they found out about the Fireflies going into the other base?
Yes.
Remember they just showed the map when the dude was like, "Oh, I got bit," and then you see a dead body there.
But you know what, Big Cloud?
He was it was the monkey.
You know what, Big Cloud?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was shot badly. I didn't think the acting was bad. No. If you go into that show and look at it for not knowing what I know,
it's not bad.
Good.
It's not bad.
I said for me, I already know what the fuck happening next.
Yeah, I didn't like and also I didn't like
I didn't anticipate Master Cheeks.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know his history with the arbiters.
No, what I also didn't like too though.
That was new.
So what I also
and I read the books.
Yeah, no. What I also didn't like too, there was a character in Last of Us 1 that we saw. Obviously, we had it for one section. Billstown. Remember, for the longest time, we thought Bill was alive because he was a loner. He had his booty tracked down. They basically made a canon that he's dead in the show, which didn't make sense to me. And it's like they changed it all around. I'm like, dude, listen. The Bill that we played against in the game, and you already know this, Scrub, that he was a badass. He didn't do no stupid shit.
He's a bad man.
This man got a sniper rifle in the show, walking from behind cover, walking and shooting. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, stupid. And then, he
for my PlayStation fans that don't understand, this the type of Last of Us dude I am.
We don't want to hear you.
Y'all just let me know when y'all finish.
We don't want to see your hoarding.
You mad?
You a hoarder.
Y'all just let me know when y'all finish.
Yeah, but bro, so because
I'm about to debunk it. I'm about to debunk it.
It's not about me being wrong. It's my perception.
I'm not saying you're gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna debunk it.
The show was good. I just didn't get nothing from it because I'm so hardcore into it. So continue. Go ahead.
Okay.
I want to hear your point.
All right. Have anybody?
RPG was good.
What's happening? When The Last of Us came out, any console you want to, what was the attach rate to the game, to the console?
When it first came up?
That was not 1-to-1. No,
okay.
Sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right. When The Walking Dead came out, why did it become a big television hit?
blood,
because of the
blood,
zombies.
blood and gore, and
and the story.
No, it was a story.
But guess
It
what?
wasn't about the zombies.
No. The first thing people said, the first thing people said about Walking Dead when it first even got mentioned to becoming a TV show was like, oh, it's going to be censored. It's not going to be no blood and guts. They show pure blood and guts, and it had a badass story. That's why it became a.
But here's what I'm about to.
Story was crazy, bro.
But here's what I'm about to say.
When Negan got involved.
How many?
No, that was later.
Yeah.
Listen.
Negan a bad man.
How many people watched the last? How many people watched the Walking Dead television show because they read the comic books?
I did.
Hardly any.
No. I guess that was Walking Dead. Yeah, no. A lot of people didn't know it was a comic, but a lot of people thought it was a zombie show. Yeah,
when folks first watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World or Kick Ass or all this other, how many people knew that was a comic book? They didn't.
They didn't.
And they watched it.
Just like a lot of people
made
knew
a
who
killing.
Black Panther was. So they got into it.
Here's another one. Game of Thrones. Why did Game of Thrones become so popular? It was because the TV show, not because they read them damn books. A lot of people read them books after watching the TV show.
Right. After they want to intrigue. They
like me and 100 really Halo book lore dude.
Listen.
What's the TV show? Hang on, what's the TV show with the Silo? Silo has books. And I love the hell out of Silo. But I try to stay away from the books because
I didn't know about the books of Silo.
All of the Marvel movies, Avengers, Black Panther, Iron Man, they not watching them comics, but why were they the highest grossing selling because of the characters, the spectacle or whatever. So they're not making this for the people who only read the comics. Because
No, we're not saying they're only making it for those that what is saying that usually the hardcore, right?
Spectre, right. And we got to get to Sir X-Men.
But that's why I'm coming. That's why I'm coming back to The Last of Us. For The Last of Us,
you're right about that. Black people don't know, but what we're saying, we're just saying, like, usually 9 times out of 10, when it comes to a adaptation of something, whether it be a game or a book, it's usually the hardcore.
But most of those TV shows that come from a comic book or a book read or whatever, the first episode, most of them is a bunch of words coming down the screen explaining you the background. Okay. Same with The Last of Us. You had those doctors talking about what a disease could break out and all that because it's about the world building. And when you get that world built and you tell your different stories sitting in that world, the Last of Us ain't really about the people, the way they made the story. It was about the people living in the world and how humans act and will turn on each other. They didn't make the show about Ellie and Joel. Right, they didn't make it straight up Ellie and Joel, because if they made it straight up Ellie and Joel, you will cut a bunch of people out who only watch TV shows and they might not have it. But now that you gradually build up through the season and then you have flashbacks and all that stuff, then you care about the characters. The only people who cared about them characters the second the screen came on was people who already knew the story. And that's not enough people to build the show into a great money-making thing. That's why it's got to be different.
You brought up Walking Dead, right?
Right.
You know I'm a collector, right?
I got compendiums books of The Walking Dead. I don't have every.
I got something you ain't got, and I got 2 versions of it. Yo, Big Cloud, pay attention.
Yeah, sure.
You got the books and you can't read.
Oh shit, he went there. She's a vampire.
He ain't even with that life. He ain't even with that life.
I'm with that life.
You ain't with that life.
I got this
you
version.
You ain't with that man life.
And
you
the
ain't
bloody
with that
version.
life.
AKA not bloody.
You know what's crazy? Yeah. So I remember like when that episode. So you remember? Hold on. You remember when the episode dropped? Dude got sent the official joint, like the official like replica from the studio. That shit was crazy. But nah.
Yeah, yo, listen.
Jeffrey Morgan or Dean Morgan?
What you think
No. He the official joint, the one that came in like a crate, like it came
with the metal.
It came it came in a damn crate.
But good, look, I got the version That version, and then I got the version where he beat up what's her name,
Glenn.
husband.
Yeah, Glenn.
Yes, he beat Glenn in the head. Yeah, see,
that's some gross shit. That is gross
Yo.
shit.
See, look at what E-Rank said. To be honest, I didn't even know The Walking Dead was a comic before the show. I thought the comics and the graphic novels came after. But folks watched it because it was a good show.
This was crazy. It's Scrub
until they went crazy.
Correct, right? But
what's up, Back?
Shout out to Back from Dead. But Scrub is right. Everybody don't understand the lore behind these situations, man. But when you announce a video game situation, it start off with the hardcore. Sonic movies went to 3, one of the highest grossing movies in video game history. Resident Evils. Yo, listen, I remember watching Blade, and people didn't know he came from the Spider-Man comics.
Yep.
And when I said that in the movie theater, one dude said, "This is not a fucking Marvel movie."
Lim. Dudes cracked me up. Lim. I'll never forget.
We argued for like an hour.
Lim. I'll never forget going to the theater and seeing Black Panther for the first time and seeing dudes that didn't know anything about this character. Dudes like, oh, so basically he's a bootleg version of Batman. I'm like, no.
Can I say this?
No,
yo,
it's
bro,
not. No,
bro,
it's not.
Your big cloud. You know I keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Until he was in the Marvel movies,
nobody knew who
I was. No, I am a Marvel dude.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with him.
First came out Fantastic Four.
I mean, you know what's funny? I can use your same. Hold up. But here's the funny thing. I can use.
Make a run. I gotta go make a run.
Yeah, but I can literally use that same thing.
All right, bro. Love you all day. I'll
Salute,
let you later.
salute, 100.
All right, man. Take it easy.
But no, I can say the same thing about Ant-Man to you, though, in regards to the whole.
You can say the same thing about Iron Man.
I don't know about Iron Man.
Folks wasn't caping for Iron Man.
Iron Man was fire. I rocked for Iron Man.
But
Captain America also, but
yeah, I wasn't a Captain America dude either.
Wasn't Captain America? I was more Spider-Man. I like Cap. I like Spawn.
I like Spider-Man.
Black
I love
Panther.
Spawn,
yeah.
The Hulk. I wasn't a Black Panther dude until I saw the movie, who made me read. Yep. Shout out to Clowns for hooking me up with that Marvel digital comic book thing, and then I did my homework. One thing I tell my community that's watching right now, shout out to everybody in here in the chat, man. I don't lie about anything. If I don't know something, I'll do my homework.
Yep.
That's why I don't talk about nothing I don't know.
Fact.
I was not a Black Panther dude. When Black Panther was in Winter Soldier,
a lot of people are like, who the fuck is this dude? But he fire, right?
Right. I said, yo, this dude is different. Not because he black and from fucking Wakanda, which don't exist. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, yo, this character is crazy.
Well, he had a whole swag to him.
Yes. And I looked him up. I started reading. I saw him fighting Namor and, he was an Avenger. I said, oh, this dude is fire.
Latveria don't exist, but Dr. Doom is a beast.
Yeah, yo, Dr. Doom is one of the, he's worse than Thanos. But
thank you.
It's like, you got to learn. And that even with games, man, I'm not an indie dude, but when games come out, one of the best indie games I played was Shadow Complex. People don't even know that's an indie game.
Bruh. I remember it still to this day. You remember at the end
That's
of
true,
Avengers?
Spartan. Wesley Snipes always wanted to do Black Panther back in the 90s.
Yes, he did. You know what's crazy?
That's
Shout
true.
out to the chat. I know Wesley Snipes personally.
Was it with Mario Van Peebles? He went through like three different directors. He tried to get it done.
I know this guy personally because when I bought my first Blu-ray player, DVD player, when they first came out, we had a spot on 48th Street and 8th Avenue in the city. This African dude. I don't even want to say his name because I'll mess it up. We used to go there and get movies 3 weeks in advance. I bought the Terminator for him in mono, stereo, then Dolby Pro Logic, then 2.1, and then 5.1. That is some history for your asses. I met Wesley Snipes in that store. That's when I found out he went to the School of Performing Arts, and he didn't do Blade at the time. It was White Man Jump.
Yep.
And he really was just really coming out. That's how old I am.
Always bet on black.
I was young, yeah. In Passenger 57, I was younger than him, but I always respected that dude.
Bro,
so when I be telling
a
my
legend.
boy 100 story, yeah, he's a legend. I told
Money Train.
100
Come on, bro.
Demolition Man.
Wow.
Bro, his
New
movies.
Jack.
Bro, his movies don't miss. You look back all his catalog of film, his movies don't miss. I'm sorry.
Nah, he was on fire, but to meet him in
What?
in
Not
person,
so long, Wong Fu. Thanks for the memories. That one hit too with Leguizamo and Patrick Swayze.
Hey, I'll just say. I'm just gonna say Jungle Fever to get that out your mind. There you go.
That's right, Eastside Van. Iron Man was a C-level character in the comics.
I'm
that
not
is
an
true.
Iron Man fan.
That is very
and then
true.
When I seen him fight Thor in the Marvel movies, I said that's a fucking 3-second fight. He can't fight Thor.
He got electrocuted. He's your power level went up X amount of percent. He's like, wait, what? Technically, you would be destroyed.
That's that. Let's keep the character alive, shit. But he can't fight Thor. He can't. The Hulk buster suits. Stop.
The suits fight. He don't fight. Do you know every time he loses a fight, his next suit has a way to work around that fight he just lost. He lost to Thor with the electricity. The next time he fought him, he was able to absorb that.
I gotta give Marvel credit. Though. They picked the right character to give you they used the right character to get people intrigued into the MCU to build that shit up with Iron Man. They did it even when they showed the Ironmonger, I was like, fuck, that's dope. Like how they did it, like the whole creative side. It was dope. Obviously, it's no longer mechanical. It's all CG now because they can just materialize.
We got
the
4
suits.
more topics, man. We got 4. Yep. You still here, pretty haircut, motherfucker.
I know. I'm dipping. But shout out to y'all.
You dipping
Appreciate
now?
it, man.
Sir. Much love, my guys. Have a good show.
Take it easy.
I'll let you.
All right.
Later, X-Men.
Now, I want to talk about something. This is quick topics.
All right.
Switch to backwards compatible is having problems.
Wow, I never even got a chance.
Oh, no. So go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. We were so into it.
I was thinking about...
bro, go ahead.
Y'all were talking about games.
I apologize.
Okay, movies that inspired games, right? It was a long time before this game got inspired. But Lord of the Rings. We got a lot of games based on Lord of the Rings now. Lord of the Rings was a book that was made in the early 70s. Then people who don't know, we know because we were there back then in the 70s, they made a cartoon animated version of Lord of the Rings. It got super popular when they made, it got super popular when they made those 3 big movies in the 90s. So we've had so many games that are inspired by Lord of the Rings since then and, close to now. So that's one of the games that nobody thinks about that was an old book, then an animated cartoon, which I actually enjoyed when I was a kid. You saw them probably later in reruns, right, Scrub?
With because I wasn't. I didn't come out to 81, so yeah.
Yeah, so.
But I remember watching those the 70s cartoons of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they weren't bad. They were really
they were really good. They were really good.
And so
that's how I learned about them before I could even be old enough to read the books, was watching the cartoon.
Because a lot of people don't know how old that book is. Just like a lot of the games that have come out now upon stories, they're based on old books that are way older. Some are way older than me and Lemon, but nobody will ever know that. Because that's where they get their inspiration from stories. So what's happening now is that nobody wants to do the research on things, just like some of the comics that come out with games, with games out there. No one wants to do the research. They just want to look at it. Some will be inspired and some won't be. But I'm going to go old school. Your past always influences your future in gaming and story. And a lot of people forget that. And without the past, I said stuff, we wouldn't have innovation and story structure for the games we play now and the movies we watch now. So let them inspire each other. That way we'll have a longer life and we won't get away from these stupid prices because they always steal it from everybody. But
he said we didn't learn World War I or II.
Oh, I know.
Eastside Vandal, I will push back. Iron Man was not successful because RDJ was playing him.
No.
Marvel took a risk on RDJ because nobody was hiring him because of his arrest and his drug problems and his drinking problems.
The same reason they try not to hire King back, but we don't go to.
But he was a good actor and made it work. But
he's a great actor.
At that time, he was,
and he only was playing himself.
At that time, he was the perfect person
because he's playing himself.
Character, right? He was perfect. Arrogant, stuck up, loves himself,
and
Nepo baby, and a Nepo baby.
Yeah. But you know what? We got to keep it pushing, man, because we got 4 more topics, man. So let's get it pushing. Real quick, marathon thoughts. Sir X-Men.
Oh, I don't care about marathon. I don't.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
quick.
play.
Okay, sir, Scrub, talk to me.
I think they did too much talking. It was a gameplay reveal show. The thing was like almost 2 hours long.
Oh my God.
I think I will give them credit. Most people would never put out a alpha and show their gameplay alpha wise. I think the coloration was too saturated. The characters now, if they put out a 4K version, I don't know yet. I've only seen the 1080p version. As far as the movements and the mechanics, it's a little slow to me, but sometimes a slower game seems faster when you're playing it. Halo, you don't run fast in Halo, but once you get in it, it gets your heart pumping when you're actually in action.
He saw it run.
I don't mind extraction games. I will play an extraction game more than a battle royale. It's 3 players, or you can go in there solo. So that seems pretty cool. It's a hero shooter. You got not really hero, but basically, yeah, you got your certain abilities. You can get all your other upgrades and stuff. I like that if you're going into the arena to do a certain mission, if you get that mission done, completed, extracted, but you die before extracting yourself, you at least get credit for that mission that you finished. So I do like that point. Some of the maps they were saying up to 16 teams. And it's 3 people per team. So maybe that's not too big for the map. And then you have your bots in there as well. I like that versus playing like in the Warzone Battle Royale. And we got 150 something players in there, all these damn teams and stuff. It gives you a little space to explore, but still be looking around your shoulder.
3 people per team?
Yeah. So I'm excited to see if I can get into the alpha. They announced that the alpha was going to be April 23rd. So if there's a chance for me to get in the alpha, I definitely will jump in the alpha, maybe stream it out. But from the team, which they keep saying, we did Halo, we did Bungie. We did Destiny. That's good and all. But yeah, the textures and building, but like Vandal, it was an alpha. So some of that, I'm going to give them grace. I'm going to try it out. Will this sell me?
To be everywhere, right? Because that was the deal Bungie made.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's across all platforms at the same time. So hopefully it'll work out. To me, like I was saying, there was a lot of extra talking versus playing the game. But I like they're going to start out with 4 different characters out of the 6 that they'll start with during the alpha, where you can try it out, you can play the game. There's going to be a big skill gap. I think this is going to be like a Call of Duty Warzone or Apex Legends. The better player you are, you're going to decimate most people. The movement and the shooting, especially if you're on mouse and keyboard versus controller, I think you're just going to have to get used to that disadvantage. But for what they saw, I give them props, like I said, for them showing it as an alpha. And we'll just see how it goes.
Did it look like it played like Destiny?
No, it looked more like a mix of Halo and Apex Legends with worse graphics.
Well,
but like I said,
it was a beta alpha, so
yeah, it's an alpha, so you never know. Everything they showed us, all the trailers and everything else, it looks crisp, it looks awesome, but I've been fooled before. So
I want to send a shout out. Shout out to the Don Gaming.
He's in the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all need to go check his live streams. They're pretty fun to watch, But yeah,
the Don Gaming. I see him.
Yeah.
I see you, Don. You supposed to be here like 3 weeks ago, you fucking 12-month baby. I ain't messing with you.
But yeah, the Don up in here. Go check him out, y'all. Streams are kind of fun. And he talks. But
listen, man, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on, man. We're going to move into some good situations here. We're going to say South of Midnight for last. Xbox no Fanfest after 25 years. Now, listen, man. I got a huge disrespect for the situation. First of all, your boy Lemon never been to a Fanfest, but I get the Microsoft invites. I get the carte blanche. I get the first hands-on with gaming. I get the first podcast and stuff. I get the first hands-on stage. You can go to my channel, check out my footage from Microsoft. I ain't never been to a Fanfest and they cancel it. I'm a little bit upset.
Same with me and E3. Yep.
Because you doing the E3 thing, but you going digital only, man, and Sony went digital only, and we discredit them for that. So now that you digital only, what the fuck? Sir X-Men. Now there's no in-person event. I got tickets to go to Cali. I'll be with my Pyro homies, 100, Dog, and several other 100 dudes that I rock with out there. I have a problem with this. But how you feel about this digital event only and the Sony route that Xbox is going? Do you feel a way about it, or do you just saying it's just the next level in what we doing?
All right, I'm going to say this, and I know it ain't going to be right. Somebody making all the money off of us, and they're being real cheap with what they're doing right now. That's real cheap and dissatisfying to the fans that have a loyalty to you. That is wrong.
Paris said the disrespect. Wrong. You ain't shout them out, Lemon.
Listen.
But it don't make no sense. You have people planning and paying for this stuff. Go ahead.
But hold on. Let me shout Paris out. First of all, shout out to Paris, man. That's my guy, man. But I'm just gonna say this. Paris, we live for these in-event or in-reality events. Because it's never really about the event. It's about us mixing it up, talking, having a good time. I'm not going to, first of all, I'm going to say something crazy that I told my boy, Mr. Paris. Do not tell King David how we met. You know how we met? In 2 different pistols.
I'm not touching that. I am not touching
Nah, yo, listen.
You gotta leave a space in between.
Right.
Yo, listen.
You don't touch my wall, man, and I won't touch your wall.
First of all, this dude, Paris, has been rocking with me for a minute, man. But he a good dude. So I watch a lot of his videos, and I always talk to him and stuff. Shout out to Cognito for really formally put me in the same circle, but this is crazy. I go to the Game Awards. I had a couple drinks, so I got to piss. I go to the bathroom, and I see this other, maybe he's 6'2", 6'3". I'm 6'5". I go to take a piss. I look to my left. I said, oh, shit.
As long as you didn't look down.
No. Whoa. We don't do that. But I said, yo, look. I said, yo, hey, Paris. He looks at me. He says, "Yo, what's up, Lemon?" I said, "You better not tell King how we met each other."
Got the bag now.
He said, "Nah." I said, "Cause he would never let me. He would never let me live this down." So shout out to Paris, man. Shout out to Paris. we met in the bathroom at the Game Awards officially. Even though I seen him many times at these events, but you know, everybody's making moves and doing what they need to do. I thought that was amazing. But shout out to Paris, man. Shout out to your Switch 2 event status. I got into the Switch 1 event status back when I had like 300 subscribers. I was hoping to get into the New York thing, and it was a lottery. So shout out to you, man. Your coverage is amazing, and for the support. So I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate that. And he's always here, so I appreciate that. So anyway, continue.
It's a disappointing for the fans. So that means
it's never disappointing when it comes to gaming, baby.
So
no, you're talking about the cancel.
People were making their plans a year in advance to set up to come there. They do it every year. You know they do. And now you have to have them cancel it to go there.
Facts.
You know, now they got to go to the Game Fest
in
London and England and stuff like that.
No, but there's other events. There's IGN Live. There's Jeff Keighley show. Me and 100 to be there. He left early, but he'll be there with me. 100, yo.
But you got to take care of. You got to take care of your fans. You've expanded your Xbox persona everywhere on PC,
Facts.
on handhelds, on
Facts.
TVs, on other devices. You know, you need to be there in person to show it. A video's not going to give you the same atmosphere, and it streams the same day of the show. So when you have live crowd reaction to what you do, it is better than watching a line going down on a chat than watching people watch this live.
Facts.
Way better. Saving. You know? And,
yo, listen.
And people will replay it, and then you can clip what people like they applauded for, and they'll be like, "Ooh, what's that? Why's everybody so? Ooh, let me rewind that. That's how you build a legacy. And since your other hold it real quick, and since your other side ain't really doing nothing, this is your opportunity to jump ahead of everything.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Bro, from experience. Right? From experience. Me as a content creator, knowing the people I know.
You heard them too.
No, but hold on. Aaron Greenberg's my dude, bro. I know Phil. I don't really tote Phil too much, but I know Phil Spencer. I knew Matt Booty. Not Mike Ibarra, excuse me. I knew Mike Ibarra before everybody, right? I'm gonna say this. I knew that dude when he gifted me 2 games when I was a younger content creator, and I had real questions. One day he had some shit on Mixer, and he was like, "Yo, if you got some questions for the developer."
Rest in peace, Mixer. Oh Lord.
Yeah. And I was hitting him with real questions. And then he was like, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm just a small content creator trying to give good content." Right? My guy, Mikey Barrow. It was really about giving people the content. It's not really, you're not trying to take the gaming out of the people's hands. Like, I always say, yo, listen, man, I love Spaces, but can't really do that no more because got too many gamers that think they know what goes on, right? I've seen King David attacked from knowing people. I've seen Paris attacked. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they talking about. And you doing real coverage. Some people don't understand when people do real coverage and people doing grifter coverage. right? You give an opinion about a game, you give an opinion about a situation. Oh, you just an Xbox person. Nah, we giving opinions about games. I seen Paris unbox PlayStation stuff. So now you a PlayStation head? Nah, I got a PlayStation. When I unbox my PSVR that I paid for out of my pocket, I'm not sponsored. I give people real stuff that I paid for. So with that being said, it's a lot of things that go behind being a content creator. And some people are pioneers. Some people are just coming in later. Yo, hip hop told me in 2009, yo, Lemmy, you should be a podcaster. I said, ain't nobody gonna listen to a 6'5" black dude on Twitter or YouTube. And now look where I'm at. That's why I got this podcast. Look where I'm at. I didn't believe in the projection of where we can go. And now look, no matter what I got in terms of subscribers, I got people that support. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? When I put people on this channel, people like, how you know this guy? He got like 100,000 subs. You got 2,000. I said, oh, you think it's about subscribers or you think it's about the circle you in? Facts. So it just is what it is. But anyway, man, I think Fanfest need to exist. I ain't been to one. I gave up a pass for somebody else to go to one. And I said, yo, bro, go and enjoy that. 100 to tell you, Lemmy gave his pass up to go to Fanfest. And now it's gone. I'm like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Because I ain't never had a book bag or nothing. I seen Paris post. He had the Switch book bag. Yo, listen, the first Switch, I was in the building. Go check my receipts. It's on my channel. I was amazed to be invited to that. So I put in my media pass. I did all that shit, and I ain't get invited. I said, ain't no problem. And then when it came out, I said, shit, I wish I could have had that footage. But listen, man, we all gamers. We do what it do. But I just wish I was part of that because I love bringing good gaming content to the community. So anyway, anybody else got something to chime in before we move to the last topic? I got a lot of shit to say on the last topic.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say what Back from Dead put in there. He said, at this point, is PAX East the last major gaming fan service event?
Well, you know what? I told my brother Back from the Dead, right? And he in the chat right now. I had some exclusive shit like Doom, MMO, and most people didn't see. I got hands-on with that. I had certain things that I was hands-on. Yo, Back, correct me if I'm wrong. I see yo, Back, listen. I'm a little bit popular. So if I'm gonna try to get you into the back door, but you're gonna have to be my cameraman to be part of it. Back, am I lying? You tell me, did I not tell you that maybe last week or this week? Back, I tell you, that's my dude. I just want people to be gamers, and I want people to experience it. So when we go to PAX, I will have Back. That's my camera guy. Just press the record button. That's it.
I'm gonna hold the mic boom. I'm gonna do this right here.
Right. Back, I tell you. Thank you, Back a few days ago. Right. I told him, I said, listen, bro, I'm gonna put you in a circle because each one teach one. And that's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
PAX East gonna be good.
I want him to be part of it. I want you to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we pulling up. This is what we do. This is gamer shit. So that's what it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna move into this last topic. And to some of my content, I know you are. Okay. So I'm gonna go to you first. To some of my content creator friends, y'all gonna be a little bit pissed off with me what I say. I really don't give a fuck. I'm black and Puerto Rican, so that makes me a minority 2 times. But it's crazy the shit I've been reading about South of Midnight. Sir X-Men, talk to me about the South of Midnight, how you feel about it, and How you feel about the reviews and the success that this game is having? Sir X-Men.
Are you muted?
The games were in a high 8 status before certain reviews going negative came out. So I got snapped on a little bit.
Have you played it? Have you played it?
Oh yeah, I played it. Let me finish, please.
Get to your point.
You got a lot of damn nerve. But
No, get to your point.
But I find it funny, like a few days or about a week later, those points started to drop. And I don't care what no one says. It's a tax. It's an Xbox tax. I don't care. Every time you hear about a good game only coming to Xbox and it's up there, and then all of a sudden a week, 3-4 days later, it drops down. That's planned. I'm sorry, that's planned. Now, if it was on multi-consoles, like a certain console, I ain't gonna say no name. The game probably would have stayed around where it was. But it is a very, very, very good game. What's the main thing that I hear them criticize it for? Repetitive. How many games have we played over our lifetimes that have been repetitive? Right there, right, Scrub?
Or the whole gameplay is press A quick time events. Plus
right,
events.
Right. But you get upgrades within the game, just like most games. You know, even Dark Souls can be repetitive sometimes, but the bosses are harder. You've got to get different things to defeat the boss. You got to figure out different strategies to defeat the boss. Each boss, it may look the same, but when you go through them, they're a lot harder because you have to kill some of them a totally different way.
Mario is repetitive. It's one of the greatest games ever.
Where's my mushroom?
Stomp on their head, run.
But it's like
bricks.
The story of the game is awesome. I'm sorry, you gotta get hooked
the
on the
law is
story.
crazy.
But you complain about repetitive when all those repetitive games that you've played over time, you never said anything about it. It's repetitive games that have been around since forever. Pac-Man's repetitive. All they did was change the maze.
Thank you, back.
All they did was change the maze.
Thank you, Spartan. Keep talking. I'm just responding to the chat. Keep talking.
I know. I see him in there. But It's like graphically, the game is phenomenal.
Facts.
Unreal
5.
The controller goes where I want it to go.
Facts.
When I need to jump to an area to avoid the water, I know it's my fault for not figuring out how to jump to avoid the water.
Yeah, she can't swim for shit.
No, the water's toxic.
It's that toxic kid.
I learned that early. I said, oh, she can't swim. Okay.
You know, and there's some puzzle solving in the game. Oh, y'all don't like
It's
that.
a lot of puzzle solving.
Yeah, but
continue, bro.
They don't like puzzle solving.
No.
Yeah. You know.
Well, Nathan Drake, they like it though. God of War, they like it. Of
course they do.
Or
we're not going there. We know we talk. We know
Tomb Raider, they like it.
I love Tomb Raider. Don't you talk about Tomb Raider?
Well, I'm just saying they have it, but you know.
But yeah, the repetitiveness of the game helps you figure out go through. So when you go through again, and that game is going to get another playthrough with me, you're going to know how to fight your enemies a little bit better.
Okay.
You're gonna feel satisfied. Like when you go through a hard boss, of games like that, you feel satisfaction when you finally get it. You know, just because you say it's the same, it's not. So all these critics out there that say, "Oh, it's repetitive," that means you ain't played a lot of real video games back in the day.
A lot of them fucking fake ass critics. Let me say this for the record, and I want you to get to your points or excellence so we can move on. But let me say this: don't get to level 3 and fucking do a review. You fucking
right.
Right. Yeah, level 3 is still giving you goddamn tutorials.
You ain't even freed the catfish yet.
Nah. We don't give it. I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. But continue so we can move on, bro.
But yeah, there's a lot more exploring in that game than you think, and I like it because it's linear.
It's really
one
not.
path, but no.
It's not as vast as Assassin's Creed.
Can I finish my point, please, sir? Please, sir. Please,
my
friend.
You said,
bro, I love you, but let me get there, please. Thank you. You have some variations of places where you can go,
right?
But they're not far off.
Go.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish that part.
I did,
but no, you didn't. But
I didn't, motherfucker.
You still can go straight through the game if you want to. Me, I want to find other stuff. I want to find other stuff to help me enhance it, because some of these extra powers that I get for my weapons, I know I'm gonna need near the end of the game, and I didn't think I was gonna need them, but you'll need them, and plus you'll learn more about the story and your involvement in it, and that's worth the challenge. You can't play games easy all the time. Sometimes you got to be up for the challenge of a game.
Or play story mode.
That's what a lot of these critics have a problem with. They want to walk through stuff real fast and say, "Oh, it's so repetitive." No, you ain't up for the challenge. That's your problem. Yeah, like that guy that couldn't figure out that game Cuphead. You ain't up for the challenge. I'm done.
Facts. All right. Talk to me, Scrub.
Scrubby Dubby.
Well, I know some people. I'm gonna bring this.
I knew you were gonna like that.
I'm gonna act like I ain't. I just act like I ain't here.
No. You heard that. Take that. All Diddy status, baby. All
Scrubby
special.
Dubby.
What the fuck?
You're the one,
bro.
Here he go.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Wow. You Scrub. Take over the show before this motherfucker do. Facts.
Yeah. But as far as the story, because I know if you play some of the story, you start finding and people are like, "Oh, this is too much social justice stuff. We got a woman as a main character." That's one. Then you'll see, but and then I've heard people complain because there was an interracial couple in the doggone game. If you're not from Louisiana, you don't know
what the fuck it is,
because
South. Yep.
Even the people who look lily white is usually got some mixed up going on. All right,
my grandmama was white.
Hold on. Let him finish.
I have family members that were slave master babies.
Oh,
okay. And so our Indian, white, black, a little everything.
French.
Okay, then all in Louisiana. Ain't nobody pure race down here. Okay. So some people are mad because of that. Some people mad because of the gameplay. Look, as far as the gameplay loop, like I said last week, you're playing for the story, for the atmosphere, and learning the heritage of the South, SOUF, how we say down here. And for you to just skim over all of that and you go straight to, well, it's a repetitive game loop. You go to an area, fight a small boss, and then you go back to the story. Well, the part of the story is you got to fix the areas who are being infected with let's say bad juju. I don't want to say what everything is. So your whole job is to walk to an area that's jacked up, fix it, and move to the next area. So for you to sit there and complain, that's all I do. Okay, because you ain't really trying to play what the game is, and you're just trying to find something wrong. Okay, some people say, oh, the game visuals are jittery because it's based off stop motion. But you can also go to your settings and you can turn that off, and it can be back smooth to however you want it to be. Okay, it's just I just hate that people use something to strike it down for just like no reason. And plus too, if you don't know the background and the history of the areas that this game is emulating, as far as the South, and it's not just Louisiana, but all these different stories in the South, then don't play the game if you're not going to try to learn. Because that's the whole thing. But I bet you when you play God of War, you good with learning all the different stories and lore behind Loki and Thor and all those different gods of the new God of War series. Not saying even the back, you good to learn that. You play Assassin's Creed, you play Bayek, and you learn about the Egyptian stuff. You go play in Valhalla and learn about the Viking stuff. You don't have no problem about that. But all of a sudden for this one game, and we know they complain more than one game, but do you complain on this game? Oh, well, I don't want to sit and learn this. They're trying to give me history. They're trying to push an agenda. No, they're not. They're not. They're telling the story. They're telling the story about something specific to an area that you might not be a part of. And just because you're not a part of it, don't mean you can't learn and enjoy the game. And if it's just not for you, then it's just not for you. And people like to just say, if I don't like it, I want to make sure so many other people don't like it too, because it makes me feel like I got a group of folks that back me up. So it is what it is. I'm not going to let people steal my joy with the game. Whatever you do, like I tell people all the time, if you like a certain contributor, a content creator, a certain game, find us a gamer that plays and like the same stuff as you. And 9 times out of 10, the stuff that they like in a game, you might like in a game, and use a person like that instead of just somebody said name or YouTube video. They just make up their feeling, and then you take it from them, because everybody who got a name or a title don't know what they're talking about. There's find somebody that had the same likes as you, and I bet you will have more fun with the games that they pick and that you try out, because y'all on the same wavelength. That's what I got. You're muted, Lemon.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna say something after these. I'm gonna say something about South of Midnight after I talk about these member chats. I'm on the second chapter, Spartan 661. My wifey wants to know the story that happens to relate in what Helene?
He probably saying Hazel.
No, he said Helene. To our community. Facts. I'm gonna get into another one. South of Midnight is
he
awesome.
talking about Hurricane Helene. That's right. Okay, then.
Right.
That makes
Be
sense
nice.
now. Yes.
Be nice. South of Midnight is awesome. It's an awesome game. This game is a AA game that $40 and on Game Pass. They said the game is delivering a great experience. People with all the negatives don't enjoy games. Now, be nice again. Exactly 100 plus or negative. You ain't trying to play games. You trying to find something wrong. Facts. Now, be nice again. Telios, what's good, bro? I'm gonna go into another one.
Mm-hmm.
Back from the Dead. Well, those games don't tell the horrific past of our country. I'm in the South of Midnight. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Shout out to you back.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah, them
And
ghosts. I forgot about them.
And I love you, bro. I love that dude. Yo, listen, man, he'll beat me at PAX. If you fuck with him, I'm fucking you up. Facts.
Oh,
That's
there was
my
something
brother.
else I want to say that makes it, especially if you're from the South, only people from the South will know this. In the game where they have the bottle trees, you see them blue bottles? They do that to capture the wicked spirits. That is something in the South that is important. And if
Facts.
when you go further into the story, Lemon, and everybody who's watching, you'll go to some of these abandoned houses, and when you look at the porch, when you look down on the porch and you step on it, you won't be paying attention that the porch is blue.
Facts.
And a lot of
Facts.
people don't know why the porch is painted blue. In the South, there is a specific paint color that this is so embedded in the South called haint blue. Haint is like evil spirit ghost. And what you do is you paint your front porch, or some people have wraparound porch at front, back porch. You paint it that color to ward off evil spirits, because if it's that color, they can't step onto your porch and enter into your house. And the fact that they did stuff like that nobody else would understand unless you're playing from the South, I don't know what else to tell you. You don't want to learn.
So now I'm gonna say this. Wow, it's crazy. I'm gonna say this. Hurricane Helena. There's a lot of Southern stories from the tales of generations within the Bible. Now I'm gonna say, I'm playing South of Midnight right now. Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Which one you trying to read?
No, I ain't trying to read that shit.
Oh.
Let me go to my topics, man. Hold on. South of Midnight, man. Let me go here. Do anybody on this podcast got something to say about South of Midnight? Because what I'm going to say, people not going to like.
No, I spoke most of it in there, and then explaining the gameplay and stuff, what I enjoyed last weekend. So go ahead.
Okay, Sir X-Man. Anything?
No, I'm done. I like the game, and I can't wait to beat it.
Okay. Let me say this, man. You got a female black protagonist. Absolutely amazing. There is no reason for the negativity with the character. No reason. Because the character's black, does it equate to DEI? Does it, Scrub? Does it equate to DEI?
This is what I'm going to say. Yes, and I'm saying yes because this DEI says put someone that is not like you, and not actually just hire somebody, but make it available for people to be able to be hired to apply for stuff, and you get a more diverse company, friendships, whatever, and you learn and you could be good. Jackie Robinson was a DEI hire for baseball, but look what happens when you add Jackie Robinson in, how great of a player he was. And look how many great black and brown players came after him that were fantastic. So what if you just had baseball only white men? Look at all the people you miss out on. Look at what you would all miss out on a great game at South of Midnight if you didn't have Hazel and the stories of the South available. So from that angle, yes, you can call it DEI, but DEI just gave you a great game, if that's what you want to say.
Okay. So listen, we ain't doing nothing special here. I don't want to understand it. Go focus and give the people what they need. We are done here. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to the Dragons Den. Shout out to the chat. You heard? You already know. We outside. Yo, listen, man. I'll see you next week. 155 next week. Let's get it done.
Thank
Scrub,
y'all for coming out. Yes, sir.
Sir X-Men,
Always.
thank you. You heard? We done. You heard? Hold on. I got to do this. We done.
I heard you.